keep adding money. But I could get a game out of it, so see what happens. See what happens.
He gonna body y'all for real.
We live?
Are we live?
Hey.
Are we live?
I think we're live.
Are we live?
Hey, we live, yo. We live. Press Start Podcast, episode 101. We in the triple digits, people, man. We in the triple digits. It's about to be a great show. Oh man, I finally. Wait, hold up. I finally figured out how to, send my desktop sounds to everybody on the panel. So now everything's gonna be nice and smooth and flow nicely. Now these guys don't have to hear the sound effects through my mic no more. So everything is gonna be super dope from here on out. Shout out to everybody tuning into the podcast live. It's gonna be a lit show. We're giving away a PlayStation VR to a lucky Patreon. We're gonna do that right away. We're gonna do that right away after we do the introductions. So we're gonna go ahead and get this podcast started. And we're gonna start off with the man himself, Jack Move Johnny. Say what up.
What's going on, Kofi? I got smoke for you today. I just want you to know that. Canada man's about to catch it, all right? Ain't about the green do-rag. You can't even tell it's green do-rag. Can y'all tell? You can't even tell it's green. It's straight. Green do-rag. I bought the green dewy. I won't smoke. It's over with, all right? What's going on?
Oh, man. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Jack, we're going to see what up. We're going to have a good conversation today, definitely. Erica, say what up.
Yeah, because apparently you Xbox now, right?
Oh my! What is
that? Was going to your Xbox?
That's what it is now.
Apparently, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know what's
Spencer's a little lackey over here. All right.
We're gonna have to talk about it. We got to talk about it. So yeah, I'm ready.
It's crazy because people are just calling me a PC guy on Twitter.
It changes. It changes every day. I tell you. Every day.
Yo, Sauce Man, say what up. I think that's a new nickname, man.
Fan, no sauce made today. I got my water with me. I'm chilling today. I'm sitting back for the smoke. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I woke up from my nap yesterday. I had 99 notifications in my goddamn Twitter, and it was all the Press Start panel DMs. And listen, let me tell you something. Jack don't really get active in the DMs like that. But this man was going off.
I pulled up.
He was
active, man. Let me tell you, he was going in. So
that is true. Like Jack will be mad quiet for days.
We could be like, yo, Press Start going on a road trip. Jack won't say shit. He would Press Start going on a road trip.
Yo, but I like
exactly.
Yo, but I like when Jack is like passionate like that too. That's when you get the best out of him. And by the way, guys, if y'all listen to the podcast, please give us some sound checks. Let us know if our mics are sounding good, if J-Main, everybody on the panel sounding good. Don't wait till the podcast is done, then complain about, y'all should have fixed the mics. Let us know in the chat, please, if you're watching live.
Facts.
Okay?
Please.
All right, so Alex, say what up to the people, man.
You can just call me Mr. Shoots to the Dome, Mr. Aimbot, Mr. That is incorrect. Because apparently I'm the only one that knows how to do headshots in games now. So
What?
All right,
Aimbot.
Yo,
that easy.
all right. So look, we did play a little bit of Gears as a team, although Alex's team was completely not fair. Like my team was filled with bums, and we couldn't perform well. But I will give. I'll give. No, I'm not done. I'll give Alex his props. Because for a man who hasn't played in a while, you know what I mean? We all haven't played in a while. But for a guy like Alex who hasn't played in a while, he hopped on and he was playing pretty good. I was very impressed. I want two fluke headshot on me, but I was very impressed, man.
Fluke.
So
very impressed, yeah.
It's a fluke. But then when we did some 1v1 in CSGO,
here we go. All right, so let's talk about that. Since you're bragging, look, I don't understand how you actually feel comfortable gloating about this. Are you really gloating about this? Are you really gloating about this?
All right, you don't even know where I'm going with it. When we did 1v1 in CSGO, and these words came out of your mouth. Damn, it's like you know exactly where I'm going to pop out of my head. Get headshot every single time. All I want from you.
You're good. You're good in Counter-Strike.
No, not for me. Not tell me that I'm good. I want you to put some respect on CS:GO.
You might be pushing it,
You
brother.
know.
You
Look,
might be
look,
pushing
listen,
it, brother.
listen. If I play Counter-Strike for 800 hours like you, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be half bad.
Who?
Look, I only play. Yes, that time we were playing Counter-Strike, that was, I swear on my life, that was my first time playing a full Counter-Strike match ever in my life. You know what I mean? And it definitely takes some time getting used to. Like how peeking in that game is different than, you know, most shooters. So it's gonna take time to get used to. But you see, the thing about me, when a man says let's play 1v1, I jump in there, even if I'm blindfolded, I don't know shit about it. I jump in there and play. We got a lot of they got a lot of people, yo. They'll be like, they'll challenge you to a 1v1, or I'll challenge to a 1v1, but it's full. They're full of excuses. They don't want to play. You know what I mean? Like I did tell Alex, yo, we could hop on that Gears 1v1. But, you know, he was talking about something else. Then when it came to Counter-Strike, he's like, hop on Counter-Strike. Kofi dive straight in.
The reason
Boom.
The reason why we did a 1v1 in Counter-Strike was because we needed to teach you how to aim in that game. Because aiming in that game, you already know, is very different than aiming anywhere else.
But I'm just saying, though, one man challenging me for the 1v1, I pull up. I just pull up.
You do. And you know what? For someone who put in only 2 hours, you did pretty good.
Anywho,
Yeah, I saw the score.
You know,
I saw the score. It wasn't bad. You didn't do bad. I thought it for his
47
first
to
time.
14 isn't bad. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
That is
first
terrible.
time?
It was terrible.
What's next?
You know, it had no score cap. We were just keep on going, and the map was strange too. I feel like if we were moving around, at least I could have snuck up and caught him by surprise. But we were playing in this little corridor area. It was literally a box with some like a little bit of containers. Like you couldn't even really move around. If you popped your head, you would get shot.
The thing
You were
is,
quick.
like that game, you move really slowly, and you can't really sneak up and do that kind of stuff unless you're doing competitive. So we'll sidebar, and I'll teach you how to play some CS:GO comp later. What's next, though? What's next on the docket, right, is we're going to do a Patreon contest where Erica has to play Dota 2.
Lord have mercy.
Wait, Patreon contest? What do you mean?
So I think personally, if the fans want to see it, Erica has to play Dota 2 for a set amount of hours.
Yikes.
That's
you
what she had to say.
I play on my own, or what do you mean?
I'll
Like,
play with you
how's-
because it's 5-on-5. So if all of us play
Okay.
together, that'd be fun too.
I don't know, man. See, I pull up in anything, but Dota 2, I don't know about that one, Alex.
First of all,
I don't know
Dota
about
2 's
that one,
free.
bro.
I know. The Dota 2 is one of those games where I'm like watching it and I don't know what's going on.
Dota
It's
2
one of those-
is
Facts.
It's they're yelling, they're all excited. I'm looking, I'm like, what's happening? What is this? So yeah, I don't know. I would try. I mean, if we're doing it for Patreon, I'll take one for the team.
I think that's what we should do. Expose
That's
everyone
what I
to
gotta
Dota
do.
2. And then Jack Move Johnny
Oh,
needs to
what?
stream Chrono Trigger.
No, that ain't no.
Chrono
That
Trigger.
ain't as bad as Dota.
that ain't as
That
bad.
ain't as bad. All right.
I almost streamed that for the 24-hour live stream too.
It's super good.
Yeah, I was gonna borrow my homie's PS3 and play that.
Isn't the PC
This
version like
cat,
broken
man.
or something like that? Like, or it's like the
No,
mobile
they fixed
version?
it.
Oh, they
did?
fixed it.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fixed
I
it.
might
What
have
was
to
wrong
check
with it
it
for?
out.
It was like the
was the
mobile version
mobile
or some
version.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they swapped it out or whatever.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't swap it out. They fixed a lot of like the textures and stuff like that. And they made
Okay.
it look better. So
See, that's why
good.
I'm worried about, like these Final Fantasy versions that like ports that are coming to the Switch. I feel like they're all gonna be like the mobile version, the trash.
they are.
all the
they
garbage
are.
versions that no one wants.
This,
Yo.
this
They
cat's
are-
showing off right now.
It's all the mobile versions.
Shout out to the cat.
Shout out
She's
to the cat.
showing off.
That looked straight like my cat. I was about to say, what the f?
All right, so let's get into this. We got a lot to talk about today, and there should be some sparks flying a little bit, some interesting debates. This podcast is titled Psychic Bag because we're all gonna get in our psychic bag and predict what's gonna happen in the future. And just, you know, this is all fun and games. It's nice having a discussion about stuff like this. And, you know, Future Talk has been on Twitter lately pretty heavy, and I think I want to get into it on the podcast and get everybody's thoughts. You know, I've put my comments and thoughts of where I think gaming's going in the next 10 to 15 years. Some people agree with me. Some people do not agree with me. So I want to speak with, Jack, Alex, Erica, and J-Main and see what they think and where they think gaming's going to be in the next 10 to 15 years. So do you guys want to start off the podcast with this topic, or do you guys want to touch some of the smaller topics? What do you guys think?
We could start.
Don't matter, dog.
All right, so
ready.
All right, so you know what? All right, so let's talk about that. Let's take two bullshit real quick. Let's talk about this take two bullshit, because that seemed to be a popular thing on the internet as well. So if you didn't hear, there was rumors going around that Sony was gonna acquire Take-Two, and if you don't know, Take-Two owns Rockstar, 2K. Jack, what else?
Shit, I don't even know. Them the two main ones. And
a lot of people were going crazy, and I actually sat back and laughed. I really didn't comment on it because it kind of took me back to the rumors where Microsoft was going to acquire EA and Valve and all this sort of crazy shit, and the Xbox fans were going crazy, and the PlayStation fans were laughing. The roles were reversed here, J-Main. Roles were reversed, man. Now the PlayStation mans, I got a whole bunch of people typing me, yo, Sony's gonna acquire Take-Two and going crazy, and I'm like,
I ain't believe that shit for a second.
Y'all really think it's gonna happen? Like the amount of money like GTA alone that like IP makes, what I mean? Like I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it for a second, and I think they came on and debunked this, right? As well.
Yes, Sony killed it already. So
all right. So what happened?
That's just dead. Actually, I didn't even read the article, to be honest with you.
So how did these rumors start?
It was something to do with like the stock, right? I think the shit jumped up like 5%, some shit like that for Take-Two stock. And then it was like a rumor that came out that the reason why it jumped up is because Sony is like getting ready to purchase them. So people were like kind of trying to get on board before that purchase happened, I guess. And that's what had everybody talking. To be honest, I don't even know where the fucking rumor came from. I'm trying to like skim through this article.
It came from the people that work with Michael Pachter. I was hearing, like the firm. Yeah,
of course, the person who gets everything fucking wrong but gets paid for it.
Young Mikey Pachter, man. Yeah,
like, the guy's just horrendous in every way. I don't know if people listen to him.
So he started this.
I don't know if he's the one that started, but they said it came out of the firm he worked for. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, he said okay. He says it's being attributed to my trainer who merely passed on what he heard from another desk, along with the words chatter, no source, and unconfirmed. So that's basically what he told GamesBeat, that he heard it from secondhand rumor.
But
so, that shit came out in there.
All right, let's roll with it and pretend like this was actually happening. Would you guys actually be down for Sony acquiring Take-Two and maybe owning the rights of GTA, Red Dead, and all of that fly shit? Would you guys be down for this? And do you think that Sony would actually keep these games as exclusives? You know how like Microsoft acquired Minecraft, but it still put it on other platforms. Do you think this would be one of those kind of situations, or you think Sony is the type of company that would want it strictly on their hardware? What do you think?
Ooh, that would piss a lot of people off.
I think so too. I think that would be a bad move, low key though.
I think this would be such an expensive purchase that I don't even think they would be able to keep these shits exclusive.
Yeah,
like I
get that money back.
Think
right?
they would. Yeah, I think they would want to get their money back from this purchase, which they probably could, but. Yeah, you would want to have all these shits still be multi-plat. That way they could, keep that cash flow coming in, because they gonna need to recoup on that investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. That would be crazy. I mean, if this really did happen, which doesn't look like it's happening, but I think, man, people would be saying it's over. The console war, it's been over, but that would really, really hurt. Everything else. That just and that would probably mean no chance of like being on PC and things like that. So I don't know, that would be wild.
If it was true, and if I was in charge of making the decisions, I would keep the 2K games IPs exclusive to the PlayStation brand. Because then you would have to buy a PlayStation pot, get a good basketball game, because live's trash. And a baseball game. If you want a baseball, exactly. So you locking up two sports right there off the rip. Shit like
goddamn.
shit like BioShock. You know what I mean? Shit like Mafia, that would be on the PlayStation. But Rockstar, I would actually keep Rockstar games everywhere because we already see how them shit sell. Also, a good point somebody brought up. I think it was Super Metal Dave on Twitter. Man, he was like, he was hoping it was true because imagine Red Dead Redemption in some of these Rockstar games if Naughty Dog or Sony Santa Monica went over there and helped them with the goddamn controls and the lag in them games. Oh my god, bro, that would be amazing.
Don't they own Borderlands too?
Yeah, Borderlands. Yep.
Okay,
that'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely crazy.
God, that would have been
ridiculous.
That'd be crazy.
Definitely would have been.
BioShock, maybe they could bring that shit back.
Yeah.
That would have been real.
Yeah, but when I heard this, I didn't believe it at all, and I'm pretty sure y'all didn't believe it at all either. So
nah, like you mentioned earlier, like when Microsoft was rumored to be buying the EA and all that other shit. This shit sounded way more outlandish than that rumor, and that shit was outlandish. So I'm looking at this like, fam, nah, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, because
and then people started coming up with the numbers and stuff, and I'm like, the numbers sound ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It's like $7-something billion in cash or something like that, and that's like all the profit. Yeah, and that was like all the money that they had and shit like that. It was like, no way they're gonna do that.
Crazy. All right, yo, let's give away this PSVR before we continue, before I forget.
Jeez.
All right.
There you go.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? We love our people over there on the Patreon, so we're gonna be giving away a PlayStation VR bundle. I think the one that I'm gonna be purchasing is the one that comes with Astrobot and that Moss game.
That's the one I got for Christmas. Kofi, did you steal my shit?
Go check your closet. I'll go check your closet, dog.
Yeah, no. Go check if it's there.
All right, so
Shit.
let's bring it up on the screen real quick.
They could choose to take. They could take money instead, right?
Yeah. Okay. So if you already have a PSVR, you have an option to get a $200.
I would take the money.
A $200 gift card. So that's your
PSVR
option.
nice though.
Yeah,
it is.
So you have two options. If you already have one, you can get $200 gift card. All right.
What Press Start Memes is added already.
Oh, already?
Oh, boy.
I gotta go look.
All right, now I gotta go look.
I'm on the AA list.
Let me see.
Hold on.
That's really good. And Smooth is on there. That's fantastic.
They got Addict in there too.
Addict is on
And
there.
Hardhead. Hardhead is asleep.
Wait, that's Shokio. If
Is
he
that
was a girl.
Shokisha? Oh man.
No kill me.
And
All right.
Smooth.
All right, back to this. All right, so some of the people on this list have fallen off the Patreon, but you're still included since you paid for the month. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna snake y'all. I'm not gonna kick y'all off or anything like that since you paid for the month. So this is everybody who's qualified as an active Patreon. That you guys see the names, right? Y'all see the names on the screen? All right, so this is everyone that's an active Patreon right now. I think I forgot to take Jack, Erica, and my name off this. So okay, Erica right there. Hold on, Erica right there.
Don't even worry about it.
Delete.
Don't even worry about it.
Where's Jack?
See how it is.
Press roll the
J-Vade?
names,
J-Vade?
dog. Ah.
You know what I mean? Delete. Jack Bujati?
Oh, there's Jack. There's
delete.
Just roll the names, fam.
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Hating.
I think I'm on this too. All right, so delete.
taking my dollar back.
All right, so this should be everybody who's an active member. You should see your name here. If you don't see your name here, you're not an active member. All right, so damn, who's gonna win this? Somebody's getting blessed. This might be one of our biggest ones, yo.
Yeah, I think
Y'all ready,
so.
yo?
Damn.
Yo, Jay, man, give me a drum roll, man.
I got you,
Give me a
fam. You
drum
ready?
roll, man. You ready, yo?
All right.
And the winner of the PSVR bundle is... Dog, what's up with this ad blocker shit, bro? Like, keep on
Ah,
popping up.
fam. Ad blocker looking for clout.
All right, so who's the winner? Let's scroll down. Let's see.
Hey, look, we noticed using an
Brandon.
Who?
Just straight up Brandon?
Oh, Brandon, yeah.
Brandon.
I don't know if I recognize this guy. He must be a new Patreon, yo. I don't know if I recognize him.
Oh,
Who
man.
is
Shout out to
that?
Brandon, dog.
I don't know if I...
Congratulations,
Shout out
Brandon.
to you.
You got a PSVR on there.
Congrats.
Well, congrats to Brandon.
Here come the rigged comments.
Mhm.
People
Like,
say,
who?
I don't even know who that is. Yo, he must be a new Patreon. Yo, I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Yo,
Kofi
soccer.
Shout out to
soccer
Brandon,
channel.
man.
what
Reach
is
out
it?
to
Somebody
him,
says
man.
that Morgana. His name is Brandon, right?
I don't
Oh
even know.
God, is it?
I don't know who that
is
is though,
it?
but I guess we're gonna see.
Oh, Morgana, I think name it. Yeah, because in the beginning, my name is Brandon.
Yeah, but my name is Brandon. It's slow talking motherfucker. I hate you. Stop that, bro.
It's
Ooh,
Kofi's new account, right?
Congratulations to
I
Brandon.
don't know who
man.
I don't know who that is though. I really don't know who that is. But I guess the person will hit me up. All right, so Brandon, I'm gonna contact you about this PSVR, and we're gonna see what we can send you that ASAP. All right, so let's continue with the podcast. All right, let's talk about censorship real quick, cause that's a ongoing topic on Twitter.
Censorship.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Sony is trying to save the children. You know what Nintendo usually doing. Jack, how do you feel about that, man? Sony trying to save the children. Apparently, Devil May Cry 5, they're censoring booties and boobs
I
and
saw
all
the
of that,
picture.
man.
I saw the picture.
How do you
I
feel
definitely
about
saw
this? As a PlayStation veteran, how do you feel about this?
I think the shit that they were intentioning the things they intend on censoring, it makes sense to me. They were saying games that look like they're targeting children as sexual objects. I got an issue with that. But Devil May Cry in the US on PS4 is censored. The only one that's censored. The Japan version not even censored. Now, according to Game, it's because I don't know shit about this. I'm just going off what I heard Game Inspection say. He was on Weapon Wheel. He pretty much said that if PlayStation censored this, it would be censored worldwide. But if Capcom censored it, they would censor it per region. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have any knowledge on this. But I saw the scene that was censored too. It really didn't make sense. It was just like a pair of ass cheeks. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. And it was a grown
that's all
woman,
it is.
apparently, so I didn't see the issue. But I mean, they should. I don't know. It's stupid. That censoring was.
Does it bother you though?
If it was a game I was interested in, maybe. Like, I don't know because it really don't. It hasn't affected me yet. I'm on my BG shit right now. Like, it don't affect. You know what I mean? Like, if like the next Persona come out and it's censored to high hell, like, yeah, I might have an issue with that because I'm gonna want to play that in the way it was, intended to be played. So, as of right now, or if they censor like The Last of Us Part 2, and it's just like, yeah, I might have a huge issue with that. You know what I mean? So.
I think that's my biggest problem is that, like, look, these game designers have a specific vision, and that's what they want to put out. Leave it alone. It's just let it come out the way it's supposed to come out. If you have a problem with it, then don't purchase it. Don't support it.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, shout out to
It is-
Spectre
it is a mature
in the
game,
chat.
too.
In the chat, yo, he says murder is okay, but nudity is too much. Shake my head. I've noticed that too.
I was just about to say
I
that.
noticed that.
Yeah.
Like the
Fire.
amount of things that we kill and murder and like GTA torture, all sorts of types of shit that we do in video games. But when it comes to showing breasts and titties, ass, all of that crosses the line. That's kind of strange, right?
Yeah, like we could rip bodies in half, cut heads off, blood coming out of it. But yeah, you show a little bit of ass and it's, oh my God, we gotta protect the children. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's just the way our culture is, though. Like, I don't know if you guys had the same experiences, but when I was little, my parents would tell me close my eyes during the sex scenes, but during the violent scenes, I
They're
was
like,
able to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Watch it.
They didn't
Yeah,
really
sure.
care too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes they did, but most of the time, no. So I think it's just like built into our culture for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Like
we've
you-
always been
you
we've always
know?
been violent more so than we
Mhm.
Americans specifically came from a puritanical era. So we were like the ones that were cast out because we were too puritanical. So
Mhm.
we've always seen sex as like a big issue. But violence,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. But
It's strange though.
I mean,
Kratos
I'd
was
rather,
a-
honestly, I'd rather my kid look at boobs than look at like somebody get ripped in half. It's just me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause boobs ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Hell no. Like I be
Well,
seeing
it's
some
just-
people like they could. Nah, that's never mind.
You can say some crazy. You
I
can
was
say
gonna
some
take it
crazy.
somewhere real dark, but I was gonna say like with God of War, like in the older games when Kratos used to have like those mini game sex scenes, like he'll come from ripping a body in half, and then when it come to getting some ass, the camera would pan.
Yeah,
over.
the pan away.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
That is so wild when you think about it, yo. That is so
Now,
wild.
it's, now it's a
that-
QTE and it's off screen. Like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
And, or it was like a candle moving.
Yeah, see the bed.
Yeah, yo, I think
like
the
the sex.
I think the closest thing that we have seen is probably like in GTA, like San Andreas or some shit. Like when you get, or like when you get in the car.
GTA 5 when they first showed Trevor, he was fucking the chick in the field.
Oh yeah, that's right.
His balls dropped into the screen. Oh no, South Park though. South Park.
Yeah.
Oh, they show a lot of nudity in
Your
that
parents
video.
fucking.
They're showing it as like South Park gets away with a lot.
Yeah, they do that.
They've always gotten away with a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of the extreme, I guess.
That shit was crazy.
But, I mean, the sex thing, like those, God of War, I could kind of understand that, and even boobs. But when you're censoring a butt, we all got that. It's just
ass crack.
Yeah, a little crack. Like I was just playing Devil May Cry 5 earlier, and for the second time, I thought it was going to be the one-time censor, but there was a second time it was censored on a different girl, I believe.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow. And it's just like this bright light that's like between her cheeks. And it's like, what is it just feels kind of like odd, and it doesn't belong. I don't know.
It's always a slippery slope, because the road to hell is paved in good intentions. They had good intentions of censoring specific things, but then when you have those intentions, you start falling into a slippery slope fallacy, and you're like, well, then where is the line of what you will censor and what you won't censor? So you have to take the good with the bad. That's how everything is in life. Yeah. I mean, that's why we have things like, not to get political, but free speech. You have the freedom of things to say what you want, and you can say what you want, but you will be judged on that. And you have to take the good of freedom of speech and having it, but you also have to accept that there is bad with it too. So just don't censor the shit and just let people decide what they want to play. Simple.
Yeah.
Isn't this game rated M?
Yes.
Yeah. I was just looking at it. It's M.
If that was a dude, though, they wouldn't even censor it, though. That's what's crazy about the situation. It's only censored because it's a woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone in the chat too was asking, like, how do women feel about that? Since I'm the only woman on here, I really don't care if I see another woman naked. Like, I don't, especially in a mature game, I don't see why it's necessary. I don't feel offended if there's a naked person. And also, they're saying maybe it's because the movement's going on right now, the Me Too and everything. Sometimes I do kind of feel like sensitivity towards women is really high right now. And it's kind of like, oh, don't talk about that, or don't show this woman like this, and we can't do that. I feel like that's kind of like the society right now. Yeah. That's just me though. I mean, I don't know if you guys feel like that or
absolutely.
Or what. But as a woman,
it's also, like, you have to be very cautious, right? Just with anyone in general nowadays. And that's it's kind of sad that you can't just be like, hey, look, man, that wasn't cool. And you're like, okay, yeah, no worries. Instead, it's like, can you believe so-and-so on Twitter said this to me on the grocery line? It's like, shut up, dude. Like, be an adult for 5 minutes.
It's all about outrage, man.
Yeah, it's all about, like, getting your little points online and being like, look what I did. And it's like, nobody cares, dude. Like, you're just some jerk on a subway. Shut up.
Yeah, I think people just have so much energy for these little things that I couldn't care less about. I don't know. I don't have the energy for it. I just want to.
I have a question. Didn't the Order 1886 have a dick like dude?
Oh, it had two of them.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I is on this.
I don't know. Look what happened. Remember what happened with Eurogamer? Was it Eurogamer or was it? I think it was Eurogamer where they were like, look at Mr. X in the thong. Isn't that hilarious and awesome?
Yeah.
And
then
it goes, Dead or Alive 6 is embarrassing. And it's like, wait, dicks are cool, but then boobs aren't? Look, if dicks are going to be cool.
This joint crazy.
Yeah, man.
If
like
dicks
the world
are cool,
we live in,
then boobs are cool, right? So, and if boobs are cool, then dicks are cool. There's no kink shaming here. But at least let everything be shown.
That's how it is. That's how it's always been, though. Like,
that's crazy, yo.
It's like that on TV too, though. Like I said, they'll show a dude naked ass on like ABC, but if it's a chick getting naked, they not finna show that, bro. Like, it's always been like that.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about. Yeah.
I wonder if this will change in our culture and our society anytime soon. What do you guys think?
It's like that in America, though. It ain't like that in like other places.
Other places, huh? It's like that over here in Canada too, I guess.
Yeah, like, have you ever seen Brazilian TV, bro? That joint crazy.
Yo, the weather woman. Fire,
bro.
Fire, bro.
I mean, think about like, somebody said in the chat, like, look at Thor, right? Every other scene he's in, he's half naked. If I looked like him,
man.
I'd be half naked too, all the time.
Be like that, dog.
I don't know if it's just changing because from what I remember, like growing up, I remember seeing a lot of women like boobs, and the women were kind of like the focal point of the nudity and stuff. But I feel like it's kind of changing. Maybe it's just what I watched. It's just I'm a outlier in this. I don't know, but that's what I've
it's definitely
noticed.
changing. It's definitely changing.
It's interesting, but I don't know. Yeah.
Jack,
Hello.
if Platinum Games pulled up to you and said they'll give you $1 million,
Oh, $1 million?
$1 million to hype up Bayonetta 3, play it and stream it, what you doing, Jack? Will you keep your integrity and that same energy about hating all Platinum Games? Or would you sell out or take that cash and dance like a clown, say this game is amazing,
Jack,
and cash out
the Jiggy Food
$1 million.
Exquisite Jiggy Foods.
Jack, what are you doing?
Listen, man. Like I've been saying, bro. Like I've been waiting to sell out, low key. You know? I'm taking the bag, bro. Bayonetta. Hey, listen. If Platinum give me Bayonetta is the greatest action game ever. Okay, if that's facts, bro. God, that's matter of fact, that will be the only game I ever stream for the rest of my life. Fuck the dumb shit. $1 million? You know what I can do with that, bro? Oh my god.
The best hack and slash.
Okay, like
date.
you know what I mean? You like everyone would like to think that like they can't be bought, but damn, like them kind of prices, yeah, I might have to, you know what I mean?
Take that money.
I'll take
For
that
$1
money,
million?
yeah, $1 million. I'll just take that and get off
Easy.
YouTube, bro.
Easy. Give me that
I
money.
won't even think twice.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna sit here in front and act like I wouldn't tap dance for Platinum Games right now. I wouldn't tap dance for them if they're gonna offer me $1 million to stream their game. So basically, this is coming from a story. Basically, Ninja was paid $1 million to promote Apex Legends by EA. Craziness.
Fire.
Craziness.
1 million.
That was smart way to market too, because that shit was everywhere. Everybody was playing that shit. Ninja being like the most popular streamer, or at least one of, like that was actually a smart way to spend their marketing dollars. So I ain't even mad at him. Get that money, fam.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's power in numbers, yo. Like, you know, I see like some people be focusing on YouTube because of the bag or type of money, or like that's their main focal point. But like I always like my whole number or so grows to grow, because I feel like all of that shit comes out because there's power in like when
Numbers.
you can gather like a group of people or a group of people following. There's a lot of power in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well, the smart thing to do is now, because Twitch being so pervasive, is to actually grow your YouTube channel and then take that percentage of people who will watch you on YouTube and then stream on Twitch, and then avoid all of the YouTube fuckery. Like that's what you're doing now, is you grow your audience on YouTube, and then the crazy ones will follow you on Twitch, and then they'll follow. I mean, look at my streams and how my chat goes.
Oh, that Saturday afternoon
lot of
chat,
sussery. A lot of
man.
sussery.
It's awesome.
Mhm.
That's from
Crazy.
people that have watched me on YouTube for a long time.
That is
So,
good.
yeah, man.
Good advice, though.
Ninja, I ain't even mad. Ninja, get your bag, man. Get your
No,
bag.
I heard some people was upset about this. Like, the only reason I'm upset about this is because I ain't got.
It's not you. It's not you.
Like, come on, man. You can't be mad at somebody.
Like, what you expect them to do? Say no? Like, what the?
Know what I'm
fuck?
saying? Like, you gotta put yourself in that situation, bro. Like, would you be like, come on, man, stop this?
I'm streaming that.
And
No
he-
questions
he-
asked.
And he plays BR all the time, so it's like it's not like it's so
Yeah.
outlandish or some random game he's never even heard of
Yeah.
or something.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he would have played it regardless.
Yeah.
Exactly, and still made that $1 million on top of that.
Yeah.
They just sped up the process. That's all it was.
Man,
Shit.
I'm
How y'all
jealous.
feel about that teaser for Borderlands 3?
Ew.
Did nothing for me because I'd never played a Borderlands game.
What if? Okay.
Me too.
What
Me
if
too.
we finally got that USB stick full of that squirt porn he left at medieval times?
Oh man, I don't know if I want to see that.
I'm
one.
good.
Yeah, they said they had some.
Hey, there wasn't that child shit on there.
Yeah,
they said
I'm good.
I'm not trying to
That
get
bitch
arrested,
there
man.
for Subway. I ain't trying to peep that one. I don't know.
Damn.
Listen,
What if-
that should be the collector's edition?
What?
No.
What if?
You tripping, fam? You bugging.
What if that's not
So
Borderlands?
I should get like a coupon for Medieval Times with that collector's edition
Nah.
Yeah.
And the USB joint?
and the USB joint. Yeah.
No, I can't condone. I'm sorry.
I can't condone this either.
I can't
Yo,
condone.
he said it was a magic trick, my guy. I want to see it.
Alex
good,
does
Chief.
not represent the podcast.
I'm good, bro. Oh, you can see his
Those
I'm
those are
not.
his own views.
Yes.
And they don't
Yes.
represent us.
Yes.
Thought I'd put that out there.
You gotta get us in trouble. What else for the small news? Control is planned to come out summer. Do you guys remember that game? People were saying summer is dry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remedy's
Quantum
new
Break
game
2,
Control.
baby.
Yeah. Quantum Break with all the
I
bullshit.
forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what
I
I
actually
saw,
was watching.
it
They
looked
dropped some new
interesting.
gameplay the other day. It's
Oh,
actually
yeah?
nice.
Oh yeah, I need to watch. I
Yeah. I think
I need
it
to
was,
watch it
was
too.
it Game Informer? I think it might have been Game Informer.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
because
so,
it's the
yeah.
cover, right? It's the cover on Game Informer. This or some shit like that.
It's something. They got some they be doing like the first shit and all that other stuff. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I like the way they have the ability set up and the way you can upgrade them and stuff like that. It's a Metroidvania style game. Yeah, it looks pretty dope to me. I'm gonna check it out. Not a lot of people talk about it though. I see like that shit is quiet for the timeline.
I definitely got my eyes on it. You know, I definitely got my eyes on it. And it's looking. I like third person action games like that anyway. So it's as long as it's not trash and it looks like it's not gonna have like all that stupid movie type shit, then I'm 100% with it.
That was
you know?
real bad.
The plot of it is still dumb as fuck though.
What is it? I haven't really been paying attention. What is it?
Last thing I remember, they was like, this chick, she was going to take over some type of agency, and then if you're the head of the agency, you can use a special gun. That's the gun to keep transforming that she be holding. But then, like the other leader of the agency get killed, and they get chaos. It's just some dumb. Like it sounds stupid, bro.
You know what Remedy needs to do? They honestly needs to bring back Alan Wake 2, like on some real shit, yo. Like Alan Wake was actually a fantastic game, yo. You
I
played
got
Alan
that.
Wake?
It's a good game. It's a good
I
game.
got it.
Jack, Jack, play it, dog. Play it. I think
Yeah, I
Played
still
in
gotta
the
play
dark.
it. Yeah, I still
Played in
gotta
the
play it.
dark.
it's a
Still
great
gotta play
game,
that.
man. They need to just make
That's in the
Alan Wake 2.
backlog.
Yeah.
That's in the
Great
backlog
game.
right there.
All right, what else for small news? Apparently Warner Bros. And Turtle Rock Studios announced a game called Back for Blood, and apparently it's supposed to be a zombie co-op first-person shooter. So it already sounds like Left 4 Dead, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
so-
basically call it like the next step, the evolution of what they did with Left 4 Dead.
We saw how great Evolve was, right?
I don't see it like I can't. I'm not excited. You see it like when it's something like this, I can't get excited for it. Like I would have to see like footage for this particular announcement to see really what it is. Because how they're describing it, it just seems like another zombie game. We're already getting one with World War Z and shit like that.
Well,
So,
wait,
like, how's this gonna?
Let me ask you a question though. If this game was titled Left 4 Dead 3, would you be excited?
Yeah, because you know what? You know why? I would be more interested. Look, I'm not even the biggest Left 4 Dead fan, but I would definitely be more interested if it was titled Left 4 Dead 3, because we already know that franchise has a history, Jack. You know what I mean?
But the way they describing this, I mean, it seems like it's gonna be along them same lines, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want to see it. Like I'm just saying I want to see it.
Yeah, you definitely should. Yeah.
I want to see it before I can like form a opinion on it, because zombies are getting freaking a little bit played out. Like
Zombie fatigue.
If it's,
Indeed.
I like to see what they
They've
do
been
with it.
played out.
yeah,
Right,
they're
if
getting a
it's
little
actually
played out.
good, then that's something. But if they're just like, oh, it's another co-op zombie game, it'd be great. Like, oh, dude, you gotta like mix it up. Because Left 4 Dead 2 really changed the game. But like, if you're not giving me something that's different that hasn't been done, I don't want to see it.
Alex, what if they do that where one person controls the zombie and
Okay.
it fights against the other 3 people?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
man.
Oh,
Evolve?
they asymmetrical.
And that-
Like,
Yeah,
that's
the
a-
zombie spin-off or something.
That's almost pretty good, Erica. I like it.
They ain't gonna try no shit
that
like
joint
that.
definitely flop.
The shit's probably
That
gonna flop
Evolve,
when
it sounded so good on paper, but it just did not
I
execute.
even had fun with the beta,
didn't.
but then
The
then
thing-
I
Yeah, me too.
The thing about Evolve is like it only works in a controlled environment. You know what I mean? Like when that game's in a controlled environment, then it works. But when you like take it out, like when the game released and people goof around, like other players are not really playing their their parts properly, and then it just spoils the whole experience. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. These type of games, I just gotta see it. And I've been falling off these service-based games. Like, I'm not buying Division 2. Mr. Kofi buys everything. I'm not buying that. I'm not even interested. Play that beta. Anthem. I tried Anthem. Anthem wasn't it. Really disappointing. And I'm just all these like games as a service games are. I haven't really been able to get invested in them. So I don't know.
I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of
is
y'all.
bad.
I haven't been able to get invested in one yet. So
Yeah, I'm just not into games where like if you don't play for a while, you feel like you're just so underleveled.
Yeah, you left out.
Everyone's just maxed, and you're just I'm not a
And then
big
you're
fan
like
of that
trying
stuff.
to like grind everything, and it's like I don't want a second job. I've got a job.
Exactly.
yeah.
And nobody got time for
but
that.
people are apparently having fun with Division 2, so more power to you. For me, big skips.
For now. That's how it was with Division 1. Like, I had fun with that shit with friends early on, and then that shit got boring.
Didn't you get the plat?
I did. I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I was possessed, though. I was on drugs or some shit. I don't know what happened. I think it was because when I beat it, I was close to the platinum already. That I was just like, fuck it. Let me just do it. And and I got it. But I was I might have been. I was playing the beta of 2, and I'm just like, this shit feels the same. Like, it was just like the gameplay wasn't fun. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm not gonna force myself to try and like it if the gameplay ain't fun.
Yeah.
That's it. That easy.
Yeah, life's too short.
And the last piece of small news before we get into the smoke, before we turn up real quick, is Judgment. So apparently, what's going on? What's going on with this game?
What happened?
So I think an actor got caught like doing coke or something. So they now they're stalling the game, or like they put the game on pause coming to the West or some shit like that. Didn't they stop digital sales of the game as well? Like
they removed it. Yeah.
So why is this an issue? Why is this an issue, Jack?
I think I've heard online that the director has an issue with like drugs in general. So I think that's why.
But who cares if one of the actors that's playing the character,
like, was he was done already doing his part already?
Yeah.
Isn't
the game out? Isn't the game out?
The game come out. Oh yeah, it launched in December in Japan.
The game is already out.
Yeah. I think they stopped selling it in Japan too, though. They stopped selling it all.
Why
together.
though?
It's crazy because it's like what does it matter what they're doing in their personal life? Like I don't.
Blandrew tweeted. I don't see. This is another thing I don't have knowledge of, like that culture. But Blandrew was tweeting. Was like, I guess Japan take drug usage very seriously or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like when he did that, they were like, "Nah, fam. Like we got to pull the whole."
So they canceled the whole game because of that? That's crazy.
Possibly, yeah.
So can you? Yo, Jack, can you imagine if Neil Druckmann snorts some coke and now The Last of Us 2 ain't coming out no more?
I don't give a damn.
The Last of Us 2 ain't coming out no more, yo.
Listen,
how would you feel, Jack?
I love Neil Druckmann to death, bro. He can OD at the midnight launch. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing that game. I don't give a fuck.
But the way they made it sound, it was as if like the game came with a bag of coke in the case.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck you gotta pull the game from the show for?
That's a special edition right there.
Does the game come with some coke DLC or some shit like that?
I heard that he was also the voice of Olaf in Frozen 2, and they stopped using him as well for the Japanese voice.
That's crazy.
Wow.
They really trying to ruin my man's career. That's wild.
It's just wild, like, cause the game. No, why? Cause look how much like game development, like the musicians for it, the developers, the artists. All of that shit get canceled. The game don't come out. Niggas ain't getting their money just because some voice actors snorted some coke.
It says, what it say? They say it's disrespect to your family and honor. Damn.
That's wild, yo.
So I don't know if they confirmed anything for the West version, right? I think it's just the Japan says.
No, but it's not. They're not even talking. They deleted tweets. They're not even talking about the U.S.
Well, no. Okay, so Buro is saying it's not canceled. They're just putting it on hold, and we'll patch him out with a new character later.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
That's
wild. Bro, how you gonna patch the man out the game, bro? That's crazy.
Is his mouth gonna match? Like,
it might fucking be.
That's ridiculous.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, they should just punish the man, yo. That's crazy.
Maybe it won't mess up the U.S. version though, since we, you know what I'm saying. He ain't gonna be in the game no way in the US version.
Yeah.
I could
Like
see
the
if it
voice?
was during,
Voice?
like, if it was during production and he was
Yeah.
high on the mic saying wild things or something, and they
Or, like,
fire
on
him.
set.
Like, I get that, but the game's done already.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
That's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Man, he might have finessed that role on some coke. Oh no.
Man,
Hey,
yo,
man,
yo,
it be
I
like
heard,
that.
I heard over there if you even spit gum on the floor, you in trouble and shit. So I don't
Yep.
know, man.
Yeah,
They
it's
different
a lot
over
of
there.
shit you can pull
Yeah,
up.
yeah, they different over there, man. So
Man.
I hope they don't pull it though. I was actually looking to get into this game, either this or because I didn't play the Yakuza game, so I was
But this
like,
game dubbed too though. Like that's
yeah, that's another thing that actually had me excited.
I know.
I know that's blasphemy to some people. Oh, you got to play it with the Japanese voice. Nah,
No,
fuck
them
that.
games
Fuck
got way
that.
too much dialogue,
Too
bro.
much dialogue, man. I wanted to
Bro.
play this shit dubbed. I see they had full dubbed. I'm like, yeah, give me that.
And he's
Oh.
facing prison. They're saying he's facing prison. I don't
It's
know.
ridiculous.
I don't know if that's true. I mean, they're just saying stuff in the
Jeez.
chat.
that's
And this happened on
crazy.
Yakuza 4 as well, Buro says.
Damn, he got
What?
passed out of that game too?
I don't know if it was him or someone else. or
Damn.
what.
So are they? Oh shit. Are they canceling him out of everything then?
Welp.
I don't know. Wow.
I don't think that's fair, man. Get that man
That's
some
pretty extreme.
help for his addiction, though.
Can you imagine here in America if things like that went that way? We'd have so many things
Lord.
canceled. We probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have nothing.
Yo,
We have
yo.
No,
nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Shoot.
Yes. Yo, the people at Microsoft.
Shit,
like,
Whitney
Coke,
Houston
yo.
and Bobby Brown
I
whole
don't know,
collection
man.
to be gone.
The TV will be a fucking place free.
Oh, man.
We wouldn't have no more mumble rap. It'll be a rap, though.
We have nothing.
Ew.
Yeah,
Not
that's
my Whitney
crazy.
and Bobby. Nah,
Reality
fam, I
TV
need
show
that.
will be gone, man. That's all bad. Everything gone.
Yeah.
Man.
And I think that's about it when it comes to the little news. Hasn't it's been quiet. It's been quiet. I think things are gonna be heating up soon.
GDC
Calm before the
coming out.
storm.
Yeah, GDC, Google's doing some
The calm
pretty
before the
interesting
storm.
things. Have you guys been seeing these
Google,
tweets? Have you guys been seeing these tweets about like Amy Hennon and Crystal Dynamics
yeah.
and all sorts of type of shit?
Ubisoft, I think, gonna be there too.
What's
Yeah,
going on?
Ubisoft and ID what software? What they called? ID Interactive or something like that?
ID software, I think.
Or
Just
yeah,
id.
id.
Oh, just
That's
id.
what they
Okay.
call it? All right,
Yeah.
so they're gonna be there. So, I think some people actually really believe that Google's bringing out like a console, but I think it's just gonna be a streaming device, though. That's what I think.
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course
gonna
it
is.
and
I think
it's
so, too.
and it's just gonna have some exclusives. Like they didn't do this whole Project Stream for no reason, so I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a streaming device, a stick, or something that you hook up to your TV, or you could probably play from your web, right?
Exclusive. What is
Yeah,
exclusive?
but it's probably gonna have exclusive content. You know what I mean?
The way Jason Schreier was talking, he was like they were spending a lot of money on this, whatever they're going to be announcing. So the way he was talking made it seem like they was either coming with a console or some studios that they might have purchased or something like that to get people excited. So I don't know. I think it's going to be, because to have hype like that to just announce or show like the streaming service, that would be a huge disappointment.
So you
to me.
really think it's gonna be like a console like the PS4 and Xbox? That's what you think?
I actually hope it is. I want some more competition. Like if they come through with a console, I would love that. I would love if they come through with a console and some studios and some studio purchases.
See,
I would love that.
I think they're gonna look. It's just like Netflix. They're gonna focus on developing their own content for their service. But I have a feeling it's all gonna be streaming. I have a feeling.
I got a hot take.
What's up?
I got a hot take. If Google come out with a traditional console and it does well out the gate, Microsoft is definitely going third party. Very simple. They gonna finish, bro. They gonna be getting stomped the fuck out. Think about
They're
it,
gonna
bro.
be in last
That's a
place.
new-
Oh,
Weird
Google,
take.
bro. That'll be. Oh my god.
Wasn't Ubisoft connected or something? I saw some
Yeah,
tweet.
Ubisoft, a whole bunch, a couple of developers, a couple of developers. Are
Maybe
probably
they're
gonna be
making some games for it.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's probably.
I'm
gonna have some
interested. I
exclusive
want to
content.
see what it is.
Yeah, me too.
It'll be a rap, dog. God. Damn,
Yeah,
I
think
kind of
that
want to
would
make a
be
system.
ridiculous.
What's her name? Jade Raymond. She was the former head
She's
of
working at
Ubisoft.
EA.
Yeah,
Did she's working at EA too?
Yeah, she joined Google. They just
Oh,
announced that a couple days ago.
Oh
So,
man.
Yeah.
I don't know, fam.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh damn! Now I'm excited. I want to see this now. I'm interested. I wasn't interested at first.
I want to see.
Oh wait, hold on.
Isn't Amazon supposed to be doing something as well, like in this space?
They actually got game studios, so that's like
I swear they're supposed to release something as well, yo. Like I heard like Amazon was trying to do something. I have a feeling
Wait,
it's
Phil
supposed to be
Harris?
like services.
Phil
Harrison
Harrison
over
Google
there?
too?
Phil Harrison bald ass over there, man.
Yo, Phil Harrison, that dude was at PlayStation and Xbox.
I know. I remember the last time I seen him. He said, "Rise of the Tomb Raider is launching exclusively on Xbox One." I remember that shit. Oh my motherfucker.
Yeah. Google doing something. It's either a console or they got studios to create some exclusive content for that streaming service.
That's crazy.
It can't just be the streaming service. It got to be something else.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a streaming service, to be honest.
I think it is.
I'll be disappointed, man.
Yo,
I mean, what?
I guess we could get into this too, because like this streaming thing, like look, I have a problem with like streaming when it comes to its performance. But if they get the performance right, then I really don't have like too much of a issue, though. You know what I mean? Or is it okay?
As an option. That's an option.
No, but so what's your issue though?
My biggest thing is keeping I wouldn't say not sanctity, but losing the ability to go back and play games. Like I'm really big into like historical categorizing. So like going back, dumping ROMs, getting things, finding emulators at work, trying to replicate everything perfectly, just to have the category of it like in history, I think is really cool because we do it for movies, but we don't do it for games. And then physically losing all of that, to me, that's when I would just never buy a new game again and just keep playing old games on GOG with my PC because I would just hate gaming at that point in time.
You talk about if it was just like streaming only?
Yeah, I would probably just. I mean, the reason why I keep PC and I'm okay with digital on PC is because there's always a way to get your video game, whether it's a gray area or not. But at some way, you're going to find someone that has the ability for you to go back and find that video game at some point. We have sites like My Abandonware, where it's like old abandoned games that are fixed. We have stuff like GOG. We have the ability for people to just share games that they can play back and forth that you've never played before, that are 20, 30, 40 years old and play them again. But totally losing that aspect completely, to me, is just insane. It's why, like, on consoles, I buy every game I can physically. Because I'd rather just do it that way.
Yeah, see, I see a lot of people like sometimes bring up like the whole like the rights to ownership and all that type of shit. But a lot of those same people also buy digital too, so they kind of contradicting themselves. Like shit could be pulled up from the store. Like that's happened to me before. That like something's been pulled, something that I've owned that's been pulled from the store, and I have no access to downloading it before. So if you pretty much like if you're buying digital games and your whole library is pretty much digital, then you shouldn't really have a problem with a service that's like a Game Pass style service or anything, because it's pretty much the same shit.
Well, but it's different. You know, it's different types though. Like Game Pass, because because when you talking about digital, you either talking about downloading it or streaming it. I don't got a problem with the I ain't got a problem with either one of them. But people, the general consensus apparently, according to the Twitter, is that people don't want a purely streaming service. You know what I mean? And I don't really like streaming with certain shit. Like I like Netflix, but at the same time, I don't buy movies and TV shows off of PSN strictly because it's streaming. But on PS3, you could download it if you purchase it. I prefer that because the way the internet, we already know what's going on, man. Nobody want to stream all that shit, man. I try to.
And I see, shout out to Redhead in the chat. He's saying, what if your internet goes out? But like, it's crazy. Like this generation too. How many games do you need to? I need an internet connection to even play. Like it seems like the number is growing and growing. It seems like quite a few games.
Service games.
It seems like it seems like those games are growing and growing and growing. That number, games that you need an internet connection to even play.
Most digital games.
I mean, you got to restore what happened with Diablo 3 when it was super pumped, and then this is years ago though. But this is Diablo. This isn't like some fuck shit game, and it's like. You couldn't even get on for the first 72 hours. Like you bought a $60 game, you couldn't even log on. Like, what the fuck? It's a waste of my money. And I don't know, man. Like, digital. So all streaming is going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. I can see it coming. whether or not I will be happy about it will be totally negative, but I don't know, man. I can't just give people money. Like, it has to be a subscription service. Because if I physically don't have the game, if I can't play the game whenever I want to pay as minimal amount of money as I possibly can.
So like a Game Pass kind of thing.
That'd be the only way. Because then if the internet goes out, it's $10. It's not 60.
Yeah, I'd be cool with a Game Pass style.
Yeah, like Game
thing.
Pass.
Only.
If that was what they were doing, yeah, I would be cool with that. If it was only,
but you would never own your games ever. Like, I'm not even talking about physical. You wouldn't even own your games digital at that point. Like, as soon as that subscription run out, you fuck.
Yeah, but if everything was on that, you know what I mean, and I was paying that monthly, it would never last, because think about how much money you'd be saving if every game that you could possibly get was on that Game Pass style service. Like, you paying that $10-15 a month versus hundreds of dollars that you spend yearly. Yeah, it's like I'm saving money, so I don't think I would have that issue. As far as like the ownership shit, as far as like playing your older games, I typically don't play older games, so I'm not tripping about that.
Yeah, but look, this is what happened with the shit like that though, right? They'll start slowly raising the price of that shit and adding games you don't give a fuck about. You'll be like, well, I don't even want to play the last fucking 5 or 6 months of releases. Like, why y'all raising the price of my shit? Like, can I, like, bro, don't nobody want this, bro.
But no, I'm only speaking from a perspective of all the new shit going on there. You know what I mean,
but what if
the new shit? Huh?
I just don't. That's not a good look, man. If that's the only option, I'm not with that. I'm really not.
I mean, they're just gonna force everything back to piracy, because look what's happening. You have Netflix, Hulu, the Disney network that's coming out, the Warner Brothers, the DC network, the Marvel network. You have all these other networks. You have like 12 networks. So you're paying $120 a month. It's just as bad as having cable again.
Exactly.
So if it was split up like that, yeah, you got a point. That shit would be ass.
So I'm spending
they could split it.
$100 a month for internet, and then $120 a month for all these different services.
Right.
Like, fuck off.
And who knows how much you're gonna use those? Because if you got an EA service and the Ubisoft one, you might not even be fucking with those games.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. They're gonna splinter off just like these cable companies, and like you gonna be buying, like Alex said, you're gonna be paying for everything piecemeal, and you gonna fuck yourself up worse. Like
it could get really bad. Yeah,
real bad.
It's getting bad right now if you think about it. Like every couple of months, a new storefront trying to pop up in this, and like Epic Games, so people saying it's bullshit. So we just gonna be keep dealing with that every few months or every year. Like, bro, I ain't trying.
Well, I got a story about the Epic Games Store that came out today.
There you go, right there. There you go.
Alex on the ass.
he ready already.
They are really fucking terrible.
You ready already? Look at
I see that shit. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
Bad.
I ain't see it.
All right, yo. I'm ready for the smoke, Jack. I'm ready for the joke. Yeah, you know what I mean.
What's good, dog?
Yeah, you have some choice words for me, apparently. You know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely,
You ain't like some of my comments I'm saying, so I'm ready to.
Absolutely.
I'm ready for this confrontation, yo. You know what I mean. So let's get out of here.
Got the beat on and everything.
Let's get on. So Jack, today or not today? Was it yesterday or something like that?
Absolutely.
I tweeted. What did I tweet out exactly?
Read it word for word.
I'm gonna read it word for word.
You gotta get the word.
Read it verbatim, dog.
And maybe my use of the language didn't, translate well, or maybe I didn't say the right thing. But I will explain. I'll explain what I meant.
Let the chat decide. Let the chat decide.
I'll explain what I meant. All right. So I tweeted. Traditional console gaming is not sustainable. Ooh. PlayStation and Nintendo gamers laughing at Xbox/Microsoft right now, but low-key, they're gonna take the same path eventually. Bet. And this kind of caused up a little bit of a stir in my mentions, bring up some nice conversations. Some people are just talking shit, but brought up some nice conversations as well. And I want to get y'all take from this. And Jack, look, so do you feel that the way you're gaming right now on your PlayStation is gonna be like that forever, or at least for the foreseeable future? The way how our current climate is right now, with the push for cross progression, cross play, games as a service, streaming, all these pop-up services like PS Now, Game Pass. Do you think that in 10 years, like 10. Traditional, like 10 years, 10, 15 years, traditional gaming will look like it is right now on your PlayStation?
I don't know if I go 10 years, but I'll say for the foreseeable future, yeah, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be very similar to this. I'm not seeing too many. Absolutely, well, on PlayStation end, and I think on Nintendo end as well. Yes. Now,
okay.
According to your tweet, I'm gonna tell you why me and a lot of other PlayStation gamers had issues with this statement. Right? There's two reasons people had issues with this statement. Right?
What's up?
First, okay. Traditional console gaming is not sustainable.
Ooh.
This is simply not true. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
let's hear it.
If you look at PlayStation, it's getting to the point where every time they report on their quarterly earnings, oh, we've sold the most systems in this amount of time, we've made the most money in this amount of time. PlayStation Network alone made more money than Xbox and Nintendo physical and digital sales
PlayStation
combined.
What? PlayStation what?
Network. Listen,
okay, thank
PlayStation
you. Thank
Network.
You. Okay,
right.
Continue.
Okay, that's okay.
Continue.
Exactly. But listen. PlayStation. Okay. See, you made me lose my train of thought.
Exactly.
Okay,
got your ass, bitch. All right, go ahead.
Because you don't let him talk, Kofi.
Another reason. See, I lost my first point, but another reason people have a problem with this statement. Oh no, I did lose my first point. Okay, the point is PlayStation is making more money than they ever have. So, like, if you was going off for like they was constantly losing money or they was constantly like shutting down studios or having it, like they're striving right now. PlayStation is the strongest brand at Sony. Like they're really doing numbers and it ain't showing no signs of slowing down. There's no evidence of them losing physical sales, losing digital. Like nothing's going bad with Sony. Nintendo is doing great right now. They're about to lap the fucking Xbox One. The issue is with that first statement about not being sustainable, traditional console gaming is not sustainable for Microsoft because they don't release games that have a wide mass appeal, and that's why they created things like Game Pass so they could put their first party offerings on a subscription service at a lesser cost so people would feel more more of appeal. You ain't gonna spend $60 a piece on Crackdown Thief, State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, shit like that. But if you tell me, hey, you can get all these games for a buy-in $10 a month along with some third-party titles, some older titles. Oh, that's intriguing to me. It's not sustainable for them. They can't sell consoles. Don't put that over on Nintendo and Sony. Nintendo and Sony been in this shit for decades, and they're doing better now than they've done in previous years, right? So that's why we got a problem with the first statement. The second statement. The second statement. Nintendo and Sony laughing right now, but they gonna be lagging.
No, I mean not. No, I said fans. I said they're fans, not
fans. Okay,
fans.
cool. This is the issue. Okay. We was already talking about this DM. In 2012, PlayStation purchased a cloud gaming service known as Gaikai, 350 or 330 million. How much they spent on it? Now, a lot of people laughed at this. A lot of people, still laughing at it. If you don't know, Gaikai is now PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now is a cloud gaming service. xCloud is a cloud gaming service, right? So PlayStation already has the infrastructure in place as xCloud. xCloud ain't in place yet. PS Now been in place for 7 years. On top of that, PlayStation Now, according to reports, is the largest subscribed to gaming stream service. It actually has more subscriptions and revenue than all the streaming services, EA, Premium, whatever the other EA services, all that shit combined. If you combine every game and streaming service, PlayStation Now has a bigger install base and makes more revenue than all of these combined.
J-Man, can we get a fact check on that, please?
I can give you the link.
I think Jack's prepared.
Also, the reason we got a problem with you saying this, PlayStation already got it in place, and streaming, even though streaming is becoming popular, according to this article, right, which came out at the end of last year, streaming overall only accounts for 6% of games played. That's between PC and consoles. So this is not something that's going to happen soon. You feel me? It's going to happen eventually, but not no time soon. That's why we got an issue with your statements, okay?
Okay. And I like how, okay, first of all, with my tweet, now it's my turn for my rebuttal. I like how, everyone read that tweet and jumped straight into thinking about streaming. You know what I mean? The reason why I said traditional console gaming is not sustainable, because when we look at it, all these companies, Microsoft, PlayStation, they always say that the money is not even in the hardware. You could buy a PlayStation, Jack, bring it home, buy one game every year. PlayStation ain't seeing much money. They ain't seeing much money. You said it earlier in your little rant, right? What's making them the most money? You said it right. PlayStation Network, PS Network. People signing up for PS Plus. People who are signing up for these services. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, I think we're going to see a future where these companies, it seems like Microsoft's starting early because they're getting stomped. I agree. But we're going to see a future where these companies will branch out and put their services on other devices to generate even more money. And that's what the whole point where I was trying to get at. I think that we're gonna see that in the near future. So
I got it.
Okay,
continue.
All right, go ahead.
This is another reason people have an issue with what you're saying. When they announced PlayStation Now, originally, when they came out on stage, it said PlayStation Now, your PS library of games everywhere. They showed a picture of a PS4, they showed a picture of a PS3, they showed a picture of a Vita, they showed a picture of a tablet, they showed a picture of a cell phone, they showed a picture of a TV, and they showed a picture of like a Blu-ray player, right? So this is like 2012, 2013. They said they were going to do this 6-7 years ago, right?
Yeah. And
so why is it now?
And what happened, Jack?
But wait a minute. This is the question though. So why is it now when Microsoft said we finna do this? It's all amazing. It's blowing your mind. Sony said this damn near a decade ago.
Well, honestly, I don't think anyone's saying it's amazing.
But that's how y'all acting.
It's what you see as a natural progression for what it's doing. So why are Nintendo and PlayStation fans laughing if Sony's already said this damn near 10 years ago? Why are we laughing about something that the system we play already said this? Why would we laugh at that? That don't make sense. Wait, I don't understand what you mean by what do you mean when you
say okay, Jack. But listen to this, Alex. Jack has this whole point that's like PlayStation did all of this shit first. You see, he kind of has that like PlayStation. And he does have a point with certain things, but I told you sometimes that don't matter. It's not about who does something first. It's about who does something best. That whole for example, that whole face scan for the cell phones, that shit been on Android from time. I remember my bro had a old ass Android phone that used to do that shit, but it was fucking trash. It was trash. All of a sudden, fast forward a couple of years later, Apple brings up some face scan, and people are thinking it's the most amazing thing. You know why? You know what's the difference though, Jack? You know what's the difference though? Because the shit work. The shit work. You know what I mean? So it's not. I'm just saying it's not about who does something first. It's about who does something best, yo. That's what I'm trying to say.
And I'm gonna bring up another topic that you made in the DM. When I said how it launched on all these platforms, you said what happened to that. I'm gonna tell you what happened to that. I don't know the exact reason, but if I had to venture a guess, they was not satisfied with the way it was running on other products. I don't know that to be true.
It was trash.
I don't know that to be true. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's what I'm gonna guess. But guess what they did though? Guess what they did though? They rolled it back. Say, okay, we relegating PS Now to the PS4 and the PC. What did they do? At first, I think PS Now was like, 100 some games? Now PS Now is over 700 games, right? It's over 700 games, over 200 and people complain, okay, it's only stream, you can't download games. What did they do? They added downloadable versions of PS2 games. They added downloadable versions of PS4 games. The service has over 275 current PS4 games that you can download to your system, and it's cheaper annually.
You don't think Game Pass? You don't think Game Pass had anything to do with it? That though.
Listen,
for making the download available?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to my point. My point is it's cheaper annually than Game Pass. Game Pass got like 500 less games, but it's still viewed as a better service. How? And And on top of that, PS Now does what Game Pass and xCloud does put together. It downloads games and it streams games. What the fuck are y'all complaining about?
Jack, tell them about that PlayStation Plus.
Nobody's complaining. See, look, this is actually a different conversation from my whole point. But anyways, but you're right. This is actually a different conversation though.
This is what's wrong with your point though, Kofi. The way you worded it. If you said Nintendo, I wouldn't have had an issue with nothing you were saying. Nintendo does not have a cloud.
Let's get down to it. I believe. Let's get down to it. I believe that in the foreseeable future, soon, more than later, that we're gonna see.
How soon?
I say within the next. I would say in 10 years time. Shit, I don't even know if I'll still be here on YouTube. I'll be saying 10 years time, and 10 to 15 years time, that your Game Pass and services like that will be on PlayStation, right? And I think that
as an option, or are you talking about
will be on PS, and I think that PS Now will be on platforms like Xbox. That's what I think.
Okay,
in 10 years.
I'm gonna
10 to 15 years. I'm
gonna change that. I'm gonna change that. I think in 10 to 15 years, Game Pass will be on PlayStation, but I also think in 10 to 15 years, there will not be an Xbox to put PS Now on. It's gonna be on other shit. It's gonna be on phones and TV. It's gonna be on, it ain't gonna be on what Xbox? In 10 to 15 years, you really think they'll be making an Xbox console, bro?
Smooth gaming now. This is gonna happen.
So, Jack, you thinking they're just gonna go like third party? They're just gonna put everything everywhere.
So you think Microsoft going third party?
Yes.
No box.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's not.
I think they're gonna bring. I think Microsoft's gonna keep the box though. I think they're always gonna have like the box.
I'm gonna tell you what's not sustainable. Since we talking about shit that's not sustainable, having more than three main home consoles on the market is not sustainable. It has never worked. So if Google and Apple and Amazon and all these other motherfuckers trying to get in the console market, if any one of them has a smidgen of success, it's gonna push Xbox all the way the fuck out the way. They're gonna be like, bro, we can't compete with Sony and Nintendo, but now we got these other motherfuckers. Like, bro, it's a wrap.
So what makes you? What makes you think that Google could hop in and strong arm and solidify themselves in the gaming thing though? What makes you think that? I don't have. But you're saying that they're gonna strong arm Microsoft out.
If. No, they have to have the exclusive games.
Yeah, if. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't think it can't. Well, I don't know what the fuck they got coming. I said, if that does happen by any chance, it's a wrap on Microsoft. Bet it.
Because
ain't never been 4 consoles on the market at once like that.
First of all, number one, like, gamers really do not know what the fuck they want. They, as much niggas talk like they know, you niggas don't know what the fuck they want. That's just facts. Back in 2013, 2014, whatever, Jack could attest to this. Digital games was like a sin word. Let's fast forward what? 6 years later, look how big digital game sales are. A lot of people in here watching the stream right now, a lot of gamers in general only buy digital.
But they also improved. They improved on that though, to make it a better experience for us. Because before you couldn't preload shit, so you literally had to download the game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the idea. But I'm just saying the idea and the concept of this, people weren't having it, right? So I'm just saying, there's always gonna be people. There's always gonna be companies or certain people to thread new waters before others follow suit. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yes. So I forgot what my other point was, but Alex, where do you see Nintendo? Let me ask you a question. Where do you see Nintendo, Microsoft, and PlayStation in the next 10 years? And how will console gaming look in the next 10 years? What do you think?
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years, man. We're looking into the future. We're in our psychic bag right now.
So we're gonna take a guess and say 2 more generations from now.
Yeah, 2 more generations.
Yes. Yeah, the generation after next.
I think what you'll be seeing is consoles hitting 4K like natively, consistently all the time. You'll see some sort of like a visual quality where it's almost like I forgot the term, where things look too real.
Photorealistic?
No, it's not photorealistic. It's like the uncanny valley. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You'll see the uncanny valley.
You think so?
Yeah.
And 2 generations from now?
Or you'll start to see inklings of that uncanny valley. They won't be like coming directly, but you'll start to see it begin to form.
Some people think we're pretty much plateaued already, though.
No, look at ray tracing. That's
the finer detail.
Even though that wasn't presented well, there's a lot to do there. And then me personally, what I think is going to happen is this.
I think that's gonna be big too, yo. I really think.
Yeah, they
phone-
definitely gonna.
I feel like that's gonna be big
It's
too,
gonna
because just of
be-
all
it's
this
gonna
new
be
generation, yo.
all this, because we are getting older. I will be 46 by that time. Kids who are 12 and 13 will be in their 20s, who grew up with this as a gaming device, and this will be the way people play games. The market will shift because it needs to shift for the new generation. And you will be playing games, if you're still playing, on a touchscreen cell phone.
Hell no.
That's
No,
what
because
Y'all are
wait.
nuts. Y'all are
Because we
nuts.
have to, or as an option?
Because it will start to be, I think even earlier than 10 years, it will be because you have to.
I'll be
Because
done gaming,
that
bro.
generation
No.
is moving to phone, is already on phones, and they will continue to move with the phone, and you will lose your console, you will lose your TV, you will lose all of it.
Lose
Definitely
your
wouldn't game.
TV?
Definitely wouldn't do that.
I would quit gaming.
I don't
dog.
know.
Facts.
I don't know.
I'd be done, bro.
I don't know
Oh,
about Alex's
yeah.
prediction. I don't know about Alex's prediction. I don't see. I don't
No,
see it.
we-
Like,
bro.
My
No.
prediction is
I don't know
the
about that.
scariest one.
It
It
is.
is.
And
That's not
it's
happening.
probably going to be the correct one.
I'd rather have all
Nah.
streaming. Fuck that.
Not in 10 years. You're
Nah.
saying no TVs? That's not happening.
So for
A
gaming,
long while.
for gaming,
But
because
it.
a lot of these
But
phones
no,
have better
still.
screens than most TVs.
no, I think
you may
mobile
not get
gaming.
home with
I
your
think
Even
mobile
with,
gaming
like,
is gonna be like
nah,
big
man.
in America. I
Listen.
think it's gonna be big in America, but I don't think it's gonna
tell you
take
this.
over and replace.
When
Where I
when
see
you
it.
have
Okay, go ahead. Finish.
5G in 10 years being actually somewhat sustainable rather than in just 2 cities in the entire United States,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have much better tech in these phones, better screens in these phones. Everything will be far better touchscreen wise. Say goodbye to your consoles, man.
So you think PC gaming gonna be done too?
Totally.
No, I can't.
Actually,
see it.
I don't agree with-
I can't see
yeah,
it, bro.
I don't
can't see
agree
it.
with Alex. What Alex
I
said.
can't see
I
it.
didn't
Totally.
expect him to
Totally.
say that. I did not
Totally.
expect you to say
I
that.
think it's.
I don't
I think
agree.
it's the only thing that will
What?
stay will probably be streaming. But if you can stream a video game from your phone with the front face cam on and a layout, there you go.
You know what I see. You know what I see
No.
in 10
People
to
say
10,
no.
15.
People are saying no, but look what we have right now.
No, but you know what I
No
see in 10,
PC
15.
gaming though?
I ain't playing on
No.
that shit.
I see that cross. I think cross progression is gonna be a thing. I think crossplay is gonna be a thing. Because I just feel like more things are gonna be unified though. That's how it seems like where the industry is going. Like for more things to be unified.
I think the natural progression, and I feel like, if you looked at movies and music, it went from, what we had before to now everything is streaming. So I think gaming is going to move to streaming. That's inevitable. But as an option, like I'm not the one to believe that streaming is going to take over. And as much as, these corporate guys, they say, oh yeah, we're going to be streaming. They even said it in the, inside Xbox, like xCloud is coming, but that doesn't mean we're getting out of the console business. Like even Microsoft, as much as we clown them for not, having growth in their console sales, they still don't even plan to get out of the console business. So I don't see a Sony or a Nintendo like completely removing or getting out of the console business when them shits are selling well. Like them shits sell well, regardless if it's a smaller cut versus hardware and software. Them shits still sell well. So it's no reason to stop making them if you're making a profit off them. You're making a profit regardless. So why stop? You know what I mean? So I see a future where maybe you'll get a PlayStation game on another platform, but streaming only. I still think the native experience that you're gonna get for that game is gonna be on the PlayStation console.
They gonna give it some type of way.
Yeah, something like they do with PC and PlayStation now. Like you can't download those games on PC, but you can stream those games.
But you guys gotta think about it. Something gotta give, yo. Like game development is costing more and more and more.
That's AAA
bro.
though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. But like,
but
those big budget games,
it
it costs so much to make, so something's gonna give. It's either that like game prices are gonna skyrocket, or we're gonna see games chopped up in pieces, like we're starting to see a little bit now, or these microtransactions, or games as a service.
See what I think is gonna happen,
or they have to reach more players. That's another option. You put more subscription and reach more players.
Or you get your second Crash.
Only the strong will survive.
You get the second gaming crash. That's what happens.
I feel like that would happen if it went streaming.
But this is what Kofi's talking about. You're talking about shit like EA, Ubisoft. PlayStation, Shuhei Yoshida has already been on record as saying, like, some of them years when they release like a lot of games, all them games ain't like profitable, bro. Like, some of them shits be flopping. He was like, as long as we got 1 or 2 games that do stupid numbers, like, it pays for all these other games. So they don't even, when they make these certain games, they don't be, expecting all these games to sell like that. But see, when you're talking about a EA or something, I don't really think EA do that. Like, oh, this studio fucked up. Like, they just fucked up. We finna close y'all motherfuckers. But
what we also see from those studios is their big games are flopping. You don't see a God of War flopping. You don't see an Uncharted flopping.
Exactly.
A shit like Battlefield not selling or meeting expectations, that's huge. So
they lose away.
Make better shit. You just gotta make better shit.
Yeah.
And if they close down, then so be it. Make better
when
games.
when you say they're like make better shit, how much does God of War cost to make?
But I don't know the number, but I can guarantee you they made all that back plus some.
Didn't they even actually cut back a little bit on
those games are few and far between.
enemies or
Not every
something?
game is going to be that good, even if you put in all the money. So make better shit is a great way of saying it, but in reality, what are you really going to get?
But if we're looking at PlayStation and Nintendo, Mario, all that shit, the Zeldas,
and they are the exception, not the rule.
But that's what we're talking about.
A couple years, Pokemon came out, Mario came out, the carts, Zelda, all that shit is selling well. It's not just a few and far between now.
That's the thing about the few and far between. We're talking about Nintendo and PlayStation. We're not talking about Ubisoft, we're not talking about Ubisoft and EA. We know they make trash games. PlayStation, Nintendo usually make good games. Like, even they bad games usually be redeemable quality. So we're not talking about that,
Yeah, we're talking about the big 3.
Yeah. And they don't have no same problem that them big AAA publishers got.
All right, so I want to have this discussion too as well, and just get everybody's thoughts, because it's a learning process for me. I like asking these questions because it gives me more information, and I can form my own thoughts and opinions about things as well. So I like these types of conversations. So, Jack.
Yes.
I asked this question on Twitter, and I want to ask y'all this question as well. Would you guys be upset if exclusives went away?
Yes.
No.
And say
no.
Let me finish. But exclusives went away in terms of maybe next generation, like I said, maybe Forza is available on PlayStation via Game Pass on PlayStation. Maybe Uncharted is available on Xbox or PC via PS Now. Would you be upset at this? That's my question.
I'm gonna tackle the first part of your question, and I think somebody responded to you on Twitter with this same response, and that's pretty much how I feel.
I'm gonna read some of them too,
and I'm gonna ask you a question too. Like, in my opinion, exclusive games, no matter the platform, tend to be better than multi-platform games in most cases. If you really just look at it, well, not so much Microsoft because we know the situation. Like, cause. Bro,
I want to talk about this part too. Yeah,
and somebody brought up a good point. Exclusives are made for specific pieces of hardware to get the most out of them, and like Sony, for instance, their developers do compete with each other to make better games, and they challenge each other and call each other out on their bullshit. Seem like from what I'm hearing. So, and we've seen how that turned out for them. Right?
But why does that have to change though? Why would that change though?
I think it would
no,
change.
but Jack, why would that change though? Like,
I just think
they still could compete against each other.
But at the same time, I just think it would change. I don't know. I just think it would change. I really do. Because this is why I think it would change, right? These AAA, these fucking multi-platform games, they don't do that. And they available on everything. You don't ever hear EA saying, oh, our EA studio in Canada went to the EA studio in California and helped them develop the game and question why they was doing this and doing that. And like, we don't ever hear nothing about that from Ubisoft, nobody. Ubisoft got like 23 fucking studios. I ain't never heard, and all of them work on the same game. They have every studio working on Assassin's Creed. I don't ever hear them do that, bro.
Didn't Rare go over and help PUBG with...
Hold on.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
I swear Rare went over and helped PUBG with the water, man, when they was bringing that.
You got it.
See, low-key, yeah, but I want to see what Alex thinks about this too. Like, low-key, we always hear that like, if it's an exclusive, then it's gonna be better. They could develop straight for that hardware or that shit. But lately, when I think about it, like, I don't believe that no more. I don't really believe that.
That's not stupid.
So
though.
you
That's
no,
not-
but
that's
Jack,
not
let me
stupid
finish.
at
Let me
all.
finish. So you
What's up?
think if God of War was like the same studio, Santa Monica was developing God of War, but was making it for PlayStation and Xbox, you think the quality would drop?
It just depends, because last generation was a better example because the cell architecture, they were not both on x86.
Yeah, but now they're all on
right?
the same. They're all basically the same shit. So I'm just saying, I think we give too much power to the hardware and or too much credit to the hardware itself and not the developers behind these games.
Oh, but the developers.
Because you look at games. Look, you look at games like The Witcher 3.
talent always gonna be.
But listen to this, Jack. You look at games like The Witcher 3, Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5. Look how much platforms and configurations you can play these games on. You know what I mean? And they're still absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? There are great games. GTA, Red Dead, all of these shit. Look at the quality of these games. So are you trying to tell me that if God of War, Spider-Man, and like Bloodborne, if they were multi-platform, their quality would drop just because they're on a different platform? I think.
I mean, I don't.
It's up to the developer. I'm saying I think it's up to the developer though. All right, so let me hear what y'all thought. Erica,
Well, I was just because you said we're giving too much power to the hardware. You think that's wrong or that's false or we shouldn't be?
No, because you guys are saying you guys are giving the reason why these games are quality because their development goes straight to the spec of the PS4 and they're taking full potential of it. That's what you guys are not. That's why you're not saying
it can. I mean, you think about the PS3. Developers said it was hard to develop on the PS3.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So remember, everything ran better on the 360 for most for these multi-platformers. So yeah, I that's why I'm confused. Like, why wouldn't the
Well, because
hardware?
nowadays it isn't even that's not even the case because is everyone's on x86. So it isn't even like it's not.
That's why the resolutions were different. I mean,
Yeah, because not the GP.
The problem with the Xbox One and the PS4 was basically Connect. That was the biggest heel. That took the most out of everything. But when you look at what the architecture is for each of the consoles, they're using AMD-based chips. They're using x86 architecture. They're using regular PC parts. There's nothing fancy about them. There's nothing different about them. There's real.
Okay, go. I'm seeing
like so they're basically the same thing.
Like what? I don't understand what's the obsession with wanting to play games.
I'm just saying. But as a game, okay. First of all, as a gamer, that's actually extremely convenient, Jack. Come on, what are you talking about?
But
that's extremely convenient.
Of course, it's good. Hey, if I could walk outside my door and be in the fucking McDonald's waiting line, that's convenient too. But it ain't gonna never happen. You know what I mean? So it don't make sense. Being a gamer, right? I started gaming like 1991 at 3 years old. When I got older, it was always, can I get this game on Sega Genesis? Can I get this game on NES? Like, it was fun comparing the games and playing them on different systems. Even until this gen, I had multiple consoles. I always enjoyed that. I don't know what, like, I like diversity. Like, I like knowing that, okay, if I pick up Mario, I'm gonna be on my GameCube. If I pick up fucking God, I'm gonna be on the PS2. I don't want to put all this shit on one system, man. The gaming ain't never been like that. I know people like to compare movies and TV. It's always been like that. That was the norm. Putting in a VHS tape, that was a normal thing. It was VHS player, but gaming ain't never been like that, and I don't want it to merge like that. It's weird to me. It's a weird obsession to have.
It's
Very different. It's
what
different.
we're used to, though.
And Apple and iPhone separate, right? Do y'all want them motherfuckers to merge? Like, what else y'all want to merge?
Yeah,
Nike and
able to get like a good fucking phone then. That'd be great.
what else y'all want to merge? Goddamn, men and women.
Okay, all right.
Have dicks and balls. What's going on?
I'm learning too. I'm learning. So, can you guys explain to me how this eliminates competition?
It wouldn't.
Can someone explain to me?
corny, bro.
No, people are saying that. So I want to
eliminate console competition.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
How does it eliminate
it could
competition?
create console competition because you would have to have a box that's different from another box to get somebody to buy it. So it actually would create more console competition.
So then the hardware would have to be different.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It would.
The logo is what's different.
It could be different feature-wise. It doesn't have to be different internally as far as like having a whole different processor in that bitch.
But the strongest system is going to usually be the most popular one with consumers, though.
Yeah. So
Exactly. It's still a little different. Like what I'm saying,
it's
man.
gonna be different. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But I don't think that was the argument, though, right? Like, of course, you're gonna have different tiers. Like a PC, of course, is gonna be stronger than a Switch. So if I play a game on PC versus the Switch, yeah, it's gonna look better on that. But
You know what this is? This is pretty much, I'm going to tell you where this whole narrative is coming from. Two places. Xbox gamers and PC gamers. it is what it is, bro. Xbox gamers, they said all their games going everywhere, so they got to make up this bum ass situation. Oh, what if fucking lollipops and raindrops? I don't give a fuck. Shut up, man. And PC gamers, because they too cheap to buy a fucking console, and I don't want to play in 30 frames per second. And shut up, man. If it's a system with a game, you won't buy the goddamn system, man.
Here's the thing. You say that.
Stop
now.
all this, man.
You say that now, right? You say that now.
What's up?
But if PS4 games and Bloodborne actually ran at a good frame rate, you wouldn't be saying that.
Y'all wake me up and
I would
sleep on it because you know for that if God of War could actually run at 60 FPS statically and not have all those crazy dips, and you could actually have better visuals than you did in God of War. I
played the game, gorgeous. I don't know.
The game was already gorgeous.
You know what I don't understand? Yo, you know what I don't understand though? Why do dudes get so mad when you bring up these types of conversations? Like, why do people get so angry? Though? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because what happened?
You cut out, Alex.
The console that they've put their faith behind, the piece of plastic, a box,
facts
means nothing. They're just a corporation.
You know why I'm stupid?
I just want to see why people get so upset and triggered by these conversations. That's all I want to know. Like,
you know why I'm stupid? I'm gonna tell you why I'm stupid.
All right, what's up?
Because when Microsoft came out and said we're no longer doing game and console generations, and we're going to do engagement instead of sales numbers, and we're going to do games as a service, it's hard to make single player games. What did everybody say when they was getting criticized? Well, Microsoft moves to the beat of their own drum, and they don't have to follow in the footsteps of Nintendo and Sony. When Nintendo came out and said, we got a blue ocean strategy, right? We're going to be over here by ourselves, and Xbox and PlayStation is a red ocean. They fighting each other. They're going to cannibalize each other, right? We're a good secondary home console. What did people say when they got criticized? Nintendo beats by their own drum, and they don't have to fold to the conformity of everybody else. But now that Microsoft say, hey, we want to put our games everywhere, now Nintendo and Sony got to follow suit. No, the fuck they don't. When you're not the market leader, you don't dictate nothing the fuck that's going on. Microsoft is in last place, right? Third, last time I checked, the goddamn Chicago Bulls didn't dictate where the finals was being played. And guess what? Because they're not going to even be in the fucking playoffs. Okay? So, no, you don't get to dictate it. You don't make the moves. You don't call the shots. What you're doing is shit because you're losing. It is what it is.
It's almost as if, Jack, you've created an entire persona based around a company.
It's as if I'm looking at this logically, and now people want the industry to change because Microsoft getting fucked in the ass.
What does that have to do with Microsoft? We're talking about actually being able to play a game at a good frame rate.
Mm-hmm. You're a PC gamer. Stop this.
This is definitely coming from the PC gamers, though, I think, in Xbox. You know, play anywhere, and I think Jack's right in that aspect. Like, yeah, it's coming from that camp, I think.
I mean, think about it.
Because Nintendo fans, like I see Blander in the chat, I've seen other Nintendo fans, they ain't talking about this.
Yeah,
and Sony fans,
I would honestly love to have Nintendo games on my PC because I could, like I said, like if you look at Breath of the Wild and emulate it, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and it's going to be way better because the Switch is really underpowered. And that's another thing too, when we think about this whole play anywhere and put games on Xbox or whatever from Sony side, imagine putting that on a Switch. We're forgetting about the Switch and how underpowered that is.
But it's portable.
You really want that?
You don't want to play that portable?
Wait, what did
they're not going to get these games. They're not going to get. They're not going to get no Naughty Dog.
How is that
game.
any different from the multiplats now? They ain't getting half the shit we get.
That's what I'm saying. And so why waste resources trying to do that? Why bring on more people when you can just focus on one box and make it the best it can be? That's where I'm at.
Even then, like every game doesn't have to be on every system. And we know that, right? And there are games that the Switch shouldn't even have in the first place because of the fact that it's underpowered, doesn't provide the right performance value. But if you look at something that is incredibly well done, and there are a ton of honestly, there are a ton of PC exclusives that I would love console gamers to play too. But
no, we good, man.
It won't happen. J-Man, you don't even play video games, so I don't know why.
That's a lie. That is a lie, sir. That is a lie.
So
don't do that one. Don't do that one. That was crazy.
Nah, listen, I'm fine with exclusives, but if we came to a point where games are everywhere, I'll also be fine with that because a God of War being everywhere, and this is an Alex argument all the time, it's only going to mean more money for Sony Santa Monica, which means we get bigger and better games in the future.
Every time.
What's the problem with that? I'm not going to argue with that. Hell yeah. So,
Yeah.
So it's
Interesting conversation. Definitely interesting conversation.
Here's a good topic. Just play the fucking video games.
You see, Jack, like I think me and you are a different type. Yo, Jack, I mean, Alex, me and you are a different kind of breed. Like we don't care about like the box whatsoever. Like we just care about the software. I really do not give a crap about like the actual box itself. I really only care about the games, no matter where I can play. Like, you know what would be my ideal future? Like my ideal, if like you could just bring your entire library from whatever publisher on like any device, whatever it's convenient to you. That would be my ideal future for me personally. Like I don't give a crap what logo is on top. To be honest,
like every game I want is on the PC because I'll never lose that game. As like you guys know how I do. I like to make sure I have all my downloaded in my Steam library. I've got 12 terabytes of hard drive just full of games, plus ROMs, plus everything. So for me, I'm a collector. So when my consoles break, I like to make the emulation, and then I like to rip the disc and then back it up. So for me, if I could have it all in one place, even better.
I don't know. I really just care about the games more than the system. But it seems like
some people
when I have these conversations, people care more about like the systems and where they play more than anything.
I was gonna say that it's going into this console war thing, and they're saying in the chat we're upset console wars are ending. No, the topic in the discussion was, is consoles not going to be sustainable? That's what we're disagreeing with, at least in the near future. That I don't agree with that. Not being sustainable. That's where it started. Now we're into this like console war thing. I don't know how we got here. And you know,
my thing is though, like
the people love the console war though. Yeah, if they keep it about, people love the console war, man. I be trolling in it sometimes.
I mean,
of course.
People love the console.
It's
so much people eat off it too.
You're basically doing all the marketing
for them. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's always been like this though. When fucking ColecoVision or Atari, it's always like you always gonna have brand loyalty and people beefing and shit. It's always gonna be like that, bro. But this is my thing about the situation though, right?
How silly does that sound?
I mean, this is what it is, man. People got loyalty to shit, but like. What people saying is like y'all trying to make like first party devs acting more like third party devs, and I don't like a lot of third party devs. They don't run their fucking businesses right now. I know what you're saying. Oh, the talent gonna stay the same, and they still gonna have the same morals. We don't know that. We really don't know that, because if that was the case, EA, Ubisoft, and all these other Bethesda, they would be acting right now, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they be acting like first party devs right now if that was the case? If the culture was right and all that, wouldn't it? Like, come on, man, like.
Because I think they chased the game as a service model.
Yeah, they chasing the bag. They chasing the bag though. But when you don't,
a lot of different things.
Exactly. But if you start putting your games everywhere, you're gonna be chasing the bag too, wouldn't you? I would.
But you're still doing that even as a first party dev. You're still chasing the bag, as you say.
Exactly.
You're still doing that.
Exactly.
But you're doing it in a different way. You're doing it as a value proposition rather than just chasing the money. But even then, it doesn't really matter because you're still outselling everything because the game is good. And in the end, the game being good.
All we got to do is look at Game Pass, bro. Look at the quality of games Microsoft was trying to put out before Game Pass, and look at the quality of games they're putting out now. It's drastically different. It's drastically fucking different.
I don't know. Do you blame that on Game Pass? Do you really blame like Sea of Thieves and State of Decay on Game Pass?
This is the thing. Even though those games are bad, Microsoft is looking at it like, well, because they're not selling them for $60. They're like, well, we could put this on Game Pass. It's another title added on. Maybe they'll fuck with it. You gotta notice how you're looking at it.
No, but they are selling it for Game Pass. They are selling it for $60. Well, they're selling it.
And who buying it for $60?
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. So you can't say they're not. You can't say. You say, but you can't say they're not selling it for $60. They are selling it for $60. But
they're selling it for $60. It's not selling for $60. Crackdown sold 4,000.
I don't. All right, go ahead, Erica.
Well, another thing too that I'm noticing is like when we have this discussion about Microsoft, I'm trying not to lose my train of thought. We're kind of like assuming this is all gonna work out great. Like this it hasn't really even happened yet. Yeah, there's games, but as far as like putting games elsewhere, let's say Microsoft does it. Let's say they do put Gears on Sony on a PlayStation, and then it turns out there's no more Xbox. There's just no more box. we can't use that example with Sony and Nintendo because they're not doing that. I don't see them doing that. What if this doesn't work out for Microsoft?
So you're saying like
we're
this
kind of assuming. Yeah, like when you ask the question about consoles being sustainable, it's like if
I mean,
if
like our
Xbox
I said
fails,
traditional, like our no. Look, I think I said
No,
traditional
I know what
console
you're saying.
gaming. Like just the way how we're playing games. I don't mean like consoles are going away, because I never said consoles are going away, because I
Right.
always think there's gonna be consoles, but I think consoles are gonna evolve to a point that, like, that's what is my guess. I think they're gonna just change into.
So you're just saying it overall. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not saying.
but
But, okay,
it's true. Like I guess I'm taking it as like you're saying they might not be sustainable. So Xbox, I guess maybe consoles might go away at some point, which they can because of what they're doing. But Sony and Nintendo aren't doing that. And if they see what happens to Xbox, maybe they don't want to do that because they don't want to lose the box.
Exactly. Why would you follow suit? Like Erica said, we know this. None of this is proven. What if they jump out the box and put it on everything and it fucking flops, or nobody's adapted? They losing money on top of, like, bro. Is Nintendo or Sony gonna follow suit with that? I don't think so.
Well, with that announcement, Microsoft is putting what, Master Chief Collection on Steam.
Right? Yes,
right.
And that's making a lot of noise. So you think a move like this right now, Jack, is gonna have a negative impact for them or a positive impact for them?
This, I think, is gonna have a positive impact for them. Because people been asking for, ever since they announced Quantum Break on fucking Steam, they've been asking for Halo Master Chief Collection, and this was like one of the last games, along with Rare Replay and Sunset Overdrive, that wasn't on PC.
No, but the fact that it's coming to Steam, though, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's gonna sell more copies because don't nobody like the Windows Game Store. Is it cross-play with the Windows Game Store version?
I don't know. Did they confirm that? I don't think so.
See, that's gonna be the issue right there. If it's cross. But
I mean, if you sign into the Xbox Live
with Xbox kiddos,
it might be
signed into Xbox Live. That might be cross.
Yeah, it's good for them though. It's good for them.
All right, let's read some super chats before I get too behind on them, yo. Let me see. Shout out to everyone tuning into the podcast too, by the way. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We're just having a conversation here. At the end of the day, yo, you guys already know me. I don't miss great games no matter what platform.
Just tell them you a Nintendo and a Microsoft fan, Kofi. Just put.
So now, okay, so
just put it out there, man.
That a little PC stand too. Okay, I got it.
Put it out there, man.
All right. So basically, I just hate PlayStation, though, right?
Can we all agree?
But then again, I play every PlayStation game, though.
Hey man, it be like that, bro. It be like our favorite PlayStation games too. I don't know.
On one thing, can we agree on one thing? That Nintendo would be the last.
Absolutely.
They're always the slowest with change. They're always the slowest.
They also have they also are more gimmick focused than anything else.
See, some people brought up some great points about this. That's why I wanted to talk about this, because then I'll kind of get an idea, because some people brought some really good points about like games being everywhere. Someone wrote a comment saying like Nintendo usually likes to focus on new ways to play, and that would be kind of hard if it's on a different platform. Maybe you have a different control scheme. Maybe it focuses on motion. Maybe it focuses on touch. You know what I'm trying to say? So some people brought up some great points, but if we don't have this conversation, how can like mans learn and things? But it seems like every time you bring up these types of conversations, you know, people try to shut it down.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
shut it down.
They want to shut it down. Like, yo, we just talking. Like, relax, yo. Craziness.
It's a good conversation.
Nah, it's a good conversation though.
I like
I think it's a good conversation to have, yo.
I like the thought when we talked about like the future and shit like that. Like, I still see a Sony putting their games on other shit just exclusive to their console natively.
I think people are so scared. I think people are just kind of scared of that idea because it kind of goes against the console world. But this is look. First of all, no one has no proof of none of this.
That shit is crazy though. You buy this shit where you want.
This is all just talking, just for talking's sake. Okay.
I think it's more so just scared of losing consoles because people really love playing on consoles. I do. I prefer.
They love playing it, but they also love spitting on them too, right?
That's how we grew up.
Of course. There's gonna be those.
You know what's funny? Like we got. Jack kind of seems like he's kind of against this idea too, right? Which is interesting. But then again, you hear him say things like he would like to play like Ori and Cuphead on his PlayStation. Like I swear I've heard you say stuff like that before.
Absolutely, no, that's because that's a good game. Okay, this is the issue, right? That's a good game. I like that. That's what y'all just think I hate. I do not hate Microsoft or Nintendo. Well, I do hate Xbox. If they make good games, I'm gonna play the good games. And that was a game. I was like, damn, I can see that running on a Switch or a PlayStation because that's a good quality game. I'm surprised they put this out. Like they used to put out dog shit. Like it was a good game. I fuck with it.
So I think that's why you probably can't see the vision from Microsoft is they ain't putting out good shit for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can see if we was on some like if everybody bringing bread to the table, like oh you get to play these games. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not.
I don't know, Jack. Next generation, fam. That them studios they bought. They might know what's coming.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that Rockstar situation, that Take-Two situation? When that happened, a lot of Xbox fans like, oh, that's unfair. PlayStation bought them. Xbox just bought a whole bunch of like little measly devs. I'm like, damn, I thought y'all was fucking with them. What happened? They were shitting on them.
No, those devs are big, dude.
They were trying to shit on them, man. Yeah. They were trying to shit on them.
That's wrong.
All right, so let's read some super chats. Hustle and motive. Oh, by the way, guys, there was no Patreon questions today. I apologize. We'll have Patreon questions
what you say?
back. I was talking about Patreon questions. There was no Patreon questions today. We're gonna come back. We're gonna bring them back next podcast. All right, so Hustle and Motive says cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yes, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Bless Red says FS on Android worked fine. What is FS?
Face scan.
Okay.
Oh.
Face scan. Face scan on Android worked fine. It just had security flaws. Apple put physically HW on a already available feature and took away a faster option, aka FP sensor.
In English, please.
Yeah,
FP really got to be fingerprint
sensor. Oh, okay.
HW, I don't know what the hell we're talking about that.
Hardware.
Yeah, I guess hardware. So.
Yeah. But I remember like this old ass Android like had a face to unlock your phone like some sort of face scan to unlock, but it worked terribly. I'm just saying sometimes it's not about who does something first, it's about who does something best. For example,
absolutely.
remember when I was when we used to do the podcast on Google Hangouts and I made an announcement that we're gonna be using a template format. A certain person rushed out to put out a certain person. I'm not gonna say no names. Rushed out to put out a template, and they only used it for like 3-4 episodes before they dropped it, and nobody was on Facecam. And and he just rushed it out to gloat to me to say he did it first, and look at it now. You know what I'm saying? Look where they at now. So it's not about doing something first. It's about doing something best. Okay? Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Doing it right.
Yeah, doing it right and doing it best.
Right.
Thank you.
Jack?
Huh? What's going on? just appreciate the beautiful visuals in my room, man. What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all talking about something? Okay.
All right. 3MG. Yo, shout out to Ricky. It feels like it's been a while since I talked to Ricky, man. Shout out to Ricky. I hope everything's doing good.
Same.
I think he was asking, what's
Bring
the argument?
That GMG show, fam.
Yeah, he said, what's the? Oh, they don't do that no more.
Not that I know of.
Oh, say what?
I haven't seen it.
I used to tune in weekly. That was my shit.
I didn't even know.
Bring it back, dog.
All right. So, what argument? Also, Microsoft has always been a force with digital. Xbox was a blessing years back. Unfortunately, X1 not good. PSN still striving. PSN is definitely striving right now. You know what I mean? That's why Sony's making all that money. People get hung up on this 100 million consoles sold thing, but in reality, they're making the money from people buying software, the subscriptions, and all that type of shit. When you buy the console, you only buy it once, and you could just sit there and collect dust. You know what I mean? So that don't really mean anything. And is there like a number how much money Sony actually makes from a console sale? Do we know that figure? Off of
no.
Are they selling it? Are they selling it at a? Are they selling it the PS4 console at a loss? I doubt it. Are they selling it at a big profit?
No.
A small profit? Do we know this?
Well, it's like $8 they get or some shit. Something like that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, they don't really make money off the hardware, but mans get stuck up on that that number so much. They make their money off the services, and I feel like services. Me personally, I just feel like services is going to be a bigger thing in the future. That's all.
They definitely don't make a lot, but even if it is $8 times 100 million, that's almost $1 billion right there. That's a lot of fucking money, But yeah,
that's why they come out with iterations too to shrink them down and.
Yeah, but think about it. Off one purchase, right? $8. Look how much they get you to subscribe for PSN Plus for 1 year. How much is that, J-Main?
$60.
Yeah, they did. They got you.
There we go. There we go. Look how much more money that is.
They got even more money if you scroll at a month at a time.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah, they got you.
So basically, if you subscribe for 2 months of PSN, you already made more money off that than just the console sale to you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I think it was like one time they were saying like if you buy like one game, they make more money like off the first game sale. I forgot who said that. That was some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so Gamer Lives Matter says respect Tennessee gaming. J moves. J move. Oh, I thought. Wait. J move spinning facts and Erica. I don't play games. Jay Harvey won't show his face because he has so much acne. It looked like he has a whole bunch of monkey bites on his face.
Oh shit!
Yo, Jay Harvey, Gamer Lives Matter is giving you smoke, man, in the chat, man. Next week, I expect. Jay Harvey. Next week, I expect a nice roast for Gamer Lives Matter. All right.
Jay Harvey, you gotta roast the landscaper, dog. You can't let him get you like this.
Hey, he in the next tax bracket, guys. Social respect. Respect that man.
Firewood says people don't give PS4 credit. Oh, here we go with this sentiment again.
There you go. Talk that talk.
People don't give PS4 credit because they are so successful in other areas. If that was the only thing If that was the only thing was positive about what they're doing, it would. What's he talking about here? I think we missed the conversation.
Sure. I think he's saying if Sony only like was PlayStation, people would be more like I guess receptive of the success. But the fact that they got the movie division and all this other shit, I think that's what he was saying.
I think it does hurt their image though. The other shit.
Oh yeah.
It might.
Well, Microsoft puts their hand in how many things? How's that?
Yeah, I know.
How's that different?
But it's not. It's just perceived differently, though. I don't know why.
Must be an Xbox fan. Possibly.
All right. Jay Legend says game prices will potentially rise to $80 to $100 to combat against higher game development costs. Agree or disagree?
Y'all gonna be waiting for them Steam sales like me now.
I agree.
If anything, especially if it was digital only, I would think to lower the price and then you get more sales.
That's not happening, Jack.
If it's digital only, you knock out the middleman. You don't have to package.
Yo, Jack, the fact that
but think about it,
they know they can get you for this price. Yo, they know they already. But you're already buying games at this price. Why would they go lower? They would never go lower.
Jack's thinking about it as a good guy. Think about it like a scumbag moneymaker.
Oh, absolutely.
If I don't have to pay the middleman and you're already paying $60,
keep the price the same.
Charging you $60.
The only company I think would do that is Nintendo. Because if you look at PlayStation, well, Microsoft already got Game Pass. PlayStation, they put their games on permanent price drops like 4 or 5 months after they come out.
They're all going to do that.
I think Nintendo would definitely. I think Nintendo would be the only one to do that. I'm be honest. I don't see nobody else doing that.
To keep it a high price.
Yeah. Or raise the price.
The Nintendo tax. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And they'll get away with it too.
Exactly.
Crazy.
They get away with so much.
I came with the legacy of Zelda.
You see, like I feel like these companies eventually or look for other areas to make money. Maybe not raise the $60 price point, but like I was saying with services, maybe they'll try and expand to other devices at a point of game costs are becoming so much. That's what I think. Maybe that's one way they can benefit too, right?
My only issue with that is just like we see these make games that don't have these loot boxes and microtransactions that sell well, and they're not trying to like find other ways to make money and nickel and dime you after you buy the game. So it's just like, why is it that what I'm saying that we feel like everybody's gonna do that or everybody?
It would be certain deals. It would definitely be certain deals.
It would be a lot of devs because they only see the Call of Duty money and they think they can chase that model. They think they can do that. And it's just this, like Jim Sterling has said before, it's not, making a fuck ton of money. It's making all of the money. And that's the problem.
Right.
Am I becoming a PC socialist?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
PC socialist.
I don't know what that is, but
I don't know, but a lot of people have been writing that to me lately. They say I'm becoming a PC
So
socialist.
you want it equal across the board. We all get the same thing.
So I like that. I like that.
Socialist.
Kofi is a
Socialist.
I
What the
like
fuck
that.
is that?
Yes.
How the fuck you gonna
Getting a little political there?
Socialist even means like what the fuck are you even talking?
That's probably I'm
That's
just taking a
fire.
guess. That's probably what they mean.
Who called you that, Kofi? That's fire right there.
Who said that?
You like that, huh?
That's fucking
Um,
stupid.
I like
Doesn't
that.
make any
I like
sense.
Odd eyes. All right,
Okay.
Game Inspection says exclusives benefit companies, not us. Do y'all agree?
Bingo.
Y'all
Agree.
agree?
Totally agree.
Yeah. I mean, it does.
Here's what
That's
it
what
is.
gets us to
I
buy
can't-
their console versus.
I actually agree with Game Inspection. Now
Mhm.
put respect on Kojima's name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with that.
Spectre
Next
Status
question.
says the last 2 Game of the Year winners were exclusives, Jack, right?
Red Dead was robbed, but yeah, we
Stop that.
Robbed? No.
Stop that.
Quit lying.
No, I'm bullshitting. What was it? Oh yeah, Zelda and God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Wood 25 says, I'm with Jack. Exclusives for life. These suck ass companies just need to step up their game. I wear Jordans, not Jumpman. PC and Xbox equal L's.
Oh,
Fire. You don't wear the Jordan, but you just wear the you don't wear the team
So
Jordan.
all right, so you love to get bent over and prolapsed. I got you, fam.
This man said,
Wow,
why you gotta say prolapse?
said prolapsed.
Tony Plays Game
got it.
says,
Jesus Christ.
crazy as Jack is explaining this, it makes sense.
See, I do my best work when I'm crazy. There you go.
RD says, Kofi looking mad suspect. Why? Why am I looking mad suspect? These guys,
Got your
dog.
prostate checked.
These guys, dog.
Oh man.
Tony Wood 25 says, these entitled PC and Xbox sheep need to fall back.
There you go. My guy Tony Wood, he knows what's going on. There you go. There you go.
Shouldn't have been cool with all that shovelware. Now some of y'all...
Ooh.
Wait, now some Sony honey? Well, get a PS4.
Sony honey.
That's fine. I like that too. Sony honey. We
I
going with
want
that.
to know. I want to know how far you swallow Sony's cock to get to the balls to
Wow.
make that super chat. Not only did you pay us to say that, you literally expose yourself as someone who literally swallows cock all day long.
God
Oh,
damn.
Jesus.
Sheesh.
Like, figure that one out.
All right.
All right.
Lord.
Sofa Spy says, I like these intellectual conversations. A lot better than the mindless conversations on other podcasts.
Oh, that's spooky.
Ooh,
Man.
shots. Who are you talking about?
mean other
Who you talking
podcasts
about?
that try to do like court dates.
Yeah, why did Jack hide?
What happened?
Date.
What happened?
Jack, where'd you go?
What happened?
You good?
Yeah.
Good?
No,
You're
you know,
not
I do agree with that comment though.
Mm.
Hey man, listen. You
a
know,
good
y'all,
topic.
y'all love y'all smooth and bond 40-minute shouting session. Man. Y'all know y'all love that though.
It's true.
Game Inspection with another donation. He says, Nintendo games are easily emulated. It's not unique. Bayonetta 2, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey all run at 60 frames per second on emulators. Their hardware is not that different.
It's not.
So his point saying that these games can be on other platforms, basically.
I mean, they can, but we was talking about like the way
Oh,
you
right.
play them, though.
Mm.
They
Okay.
would have to come
Yeah.
up with like some type of peripheral.
And bringing games to the Switch, not Switch
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's true.
Tony Wood 25 with another donation, man. Shout out to you, man. Says,
Damn.
it's quite simple. If you 60 to 130 Ls per second, oh my god. PC, Gears of War, and Halo, Xbox, Mario, Nintendo, Epic Games Experience. Tell them where it's at, Jack.
Hey Tony, I'm rocking with you, dog. Salute to Tony Wood, man. That's a
Gamer
veteran.
Lives
right
Matter
there. That's my
says,
guy.
Kofi, read my super chat properly. properly. You sounding like your daddy BG. J-Man, if I'm a landscaper, should you be running back to your anthill so you wouldn't get cut up?
So you don't get cut up.
Respect my payroll. Oh my God, yo. Gamer Lives Matter again with another donation. He says, J-Man look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja cockroach. Shout out to the panel and chat. Break over. A1 Knowledge says, who wants this 2K smoke? Yo, you might have to hit up Jack.
A1 Knowledge. Ooh, you know when I raged, that one clip of me raging against the Lakers, I was playing A1 Knowledge. That was
he nice like that?
He ain't even nice though. My team wasn't playing defense. That was the third game. It was 1-1. It was third.
I still got 2K19 in the plastic. I might have to open it up.
Yeah,
don't get live, bro.
Yeah, I see you picked up live. Yeah, let me see if I missed any super chats.
Delilah said you missed his.
Where?
I don't know.
Someone said. Okay, I see.
He wants a refund.
Okay, Delilah, I see you, Delilah. He says, I've been lurking for a while. Love the show. I appreciate it, man. You know, write a comment, hit the like button, man. We appreciate everyone tuning into the podcast, man.
Yes.
Thank you guys once again. You always tune in weekly, man.
Absolutely.
My bad. Her super chat. My bad. I said his. My bad.
Erica, you messing up. Anyways,
Every time that fucking
Came out of
sound.
nowhere.
So what else? Yeah, what else is to talk about the future,
DMC5,
man?
bro.
Oh no! I wanted to ask you this, Jack. Still on this future psychic talk, yo.
I was still in the future. Okay, what's going on?
All right, so PlayStation 5, Jack. Does it do better than the PS4? Does it outperform the PS4 at launch?
Oh, you talking about sales-wise?
Sales-wise.
Do you think the PS5 will be as successful as the PS4? In chat, answer this as well. Do you guys think the PS5 will be as successful as the PS4?
The only reason I'm gonna say no at launch is because I think a lot of people are gonna still be satisfied with their PS4s, and a lot of the launch games on PS5 will be PS4 games as well. So it ain't gonna be unless you got like some super crazy fucking TV or the difference, which I don't believe the leap is gonna be just to the point where you're like, God damn, I need to play it like that. Like I don't think it's gonna be that noticeable like that.
See, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking as well. Just in next gen consoles in general, like I'm really curious to see the leap. You know, like when they come out, they demonstrate the PlayStation 5 or they demonstrate the Xbox 2, whatever they call this shit. You know what I mean? I'm really curious to see the leap and the selling point. The leap and the selling point of this console, because the games look the same, right? And it doesn't impress. Do you think these consoles will fly out the gate? Because they already kind of market the PS4 Pro as a 4K console, you know what I mean? So you think they're gonna get back on stage and be like, okay, the PS5 does 4K better, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be. I'm curious to see how it goes.
There's gonna be a little bit of a jump, I think, because I didn't think there would be at all this gen. I mean, not past like a certain time, but when I saw like God of War, I saw even Horizon, those graphics, I was like, okay, it can happen. Like I started to think that. I think we can be surprised.
You think so?
I think it's gonna be a jump because like we gotta admit, like I mean, we all said it, like those consoles launch with dated hardware, and as much as you know, we say like the PS4 Pro does this, that, and the third. It's still the same fucking architect, the same shit in there, just a little bit more powerful to get you better resolutions. So, but if you got like better fucking chips and shit like that, I think the games are gonna look better, and I think it'll be a good jump.
But how do you think the messaging, like what's the catch for the casual gamer though? What do you think the messaging's gonna be?
The catch for the PS5 can definitely be VR, because
you think so?
With that added power, VR games are definitely gonna look a lot better than they looking right now.
But
I truly believe that.
Yeah. But VR is available right now, Jack. It's available right now though, Jack.
But
I understand, you know what I mean? Like why isn't it not taking off now when it's available right now?
It's gonna be easier to show the improvements in VR than it is in fucking regular games. And plus, if they release a new model headset without cords or way less cords, which they're not gonna have to add a breakout box like they do now, I think that can pull some people in.
I know what the catch will be.
What's the catch?
What's the catch?
The true play anywhere. Switch-like device.
Oh,
Games on the go. Games on the
I
go.
don't want that.
That'll get me.
Come on, Jack.
It's got to be
I'll be
separate.
day
it's gotta be
one.
option.
It gotta be separate. It gotta be
No,
separate.
it'll
and
yeah,
option, right?
yeah, all that, but just to take the games on the go, shoot. Yes.
The console gonna be like $700.
No, it would be like an option though.
Yeah, if you got an optional handheld with it, I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm actually extremely
there we go,
curious
Jack.
to see
There we go.
how they
The
launch
real
out the
plan.
system, yo. I'm actually really curious. I wonder if you know how like we saw like PlayStation's press
We're
conference
back
and
compat too.
we seen Killzone, right? We seen Killzone and that blew our minds. We seen Deep Down, that blew our minds, but that shouldn't even come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
Like,
wasn't even.
That was
you know what I
some
mean?
bullshit.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know what I mean?
that'll finally come out. That's the
You know what I mean? They
point.
finessed us with that one, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know how that just kind of blew our, or at least it blew my mind, because at that point I wasn't gaming on PC, right? I was only on consoles. And those types of visuals, like I was like, whoa, Killzone Shadowfall looks absolutely incredible. So like, I wonder if the PlayStation 5 is gonna have that sort of effect on us. And I wonder if the PS5 is supposed to come out next year or in the next 2 years. I wonder what would be the showcase game for it too, you know?
Horizon.
Yep, Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if they got some new games. Yeah.
Horizon.
Horizon 2.
I don't think that's a bad idea though. That's definitely a bad idea.
To
What,
launch?
to bring up launch
If,
of Horizon?
if Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, and all this stuff is cross-gen games, bringing out Horizon 2 at launch would be asinine and dumb as hell. Because why?
Too early.
Well, you
too
might,
early.
but then again, you might need that one game that ain't on the PS4 to bring people.
I think that's what would be their biggest selling pitch, is that it would be exclusive to the PS5.
Yeah, you do need that one game now that I'm thinking about.
I would say that Ghost would be the one that would be PS5.
But it's got to be on both though, because they already promised it on.
Yeah, they already
Yeah.
promised on
Yeah.
PS4, so it has to be on both.
Yeah, it's got to be on
all of
both.
them shit is promised on PS4 already.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be
And
a good
that's what
game.
makes this launch a little spooky
Yeah.
too. It, like, if this console's gonna launch with a lot of, you know, cross-gen games, then what's the rush? That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
They gotta. I mean, it's just got to be something that people just fucking with. Like, I don't think the visuals are gonna be that different, man. I really don't.
You
Yes,
ever,
they try to add their ray tracing shit, but it's gonna be like, oh, you can see the glow off their eyeballs. Who really gives a fuck about that? At the end of the day, don't nobody, you know.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Now
know.
the PS3 to PS4 jump, we've seen 2K14.
Mhm.
Like,
Bruh, I was
that
mind
shit,
blown, bro.
that shit was a jump right there. I was
When I
like,
saw
God
2K14, I was like,
Yeah,
that
that
shit
2K
looked like
was
real
impressive.
life, bro.
A lot of
That
people
was
bought
crazy.
2K that weren't into to that game because it just looked so amazing. Like,
damn. Right.
so I'm
Them
really
graphs
curious. I'm really curious to see how they roll out this console and if it's gonna have that sort of effect on people like that, that drastic change. I don't know. Well, I guess we gotta wait and see, man.
Yeah.
But as for the PS5 outperforming the PS4, out the gate, Jack, you say no,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
or
go
you
with
say
no.
yes? How about you?
I go
how about
no.
you?
I go
How about
no.
you,
I go
Erica?
no.
Wait, say it again. I missed it. What was it?
PS5, will it outperform the PS4 out the gate? You think it's gonna?
Oh, like sales wise?
Yeah. Do you think? It will,
A lot would have to happen because you remember Xbox did so terrible,
Mhm.
and just the price drop, how they announced, well, not drop, but having the lower price.
Mhm.
A lot of factors I think are gonna come into play, but
Mhm.
Mhm.
so that's why I would say no. Like if I was gonna bet, I would say no, but I think it's gonna do very well.
Mhm.
It'll do well. Yeah.
Alex, what do you think? Do you think they could beat it out the gate? Have stagger? You know what? Because you see, things align with the PS4. You know, Microsoft shot themselves in the
Yeah.
foot big time. So
Yeah.
you know, it kind of just turned every single,
They
even
got
Xbox
very
guys,
lucky,
it just
is what
turned
they did.
everybody to PlayStation right away. You know what I mean? So now
I
that
think what's gonna
that scenario
happen
won't
is-
happen again. So what do you think?
It depends if Sony shoots themselves in the foot, because they love to do that every other generation. I don't know. I feel like they could totally do right, and they could totally fuck it up and be like, it's $5.99.
Boy,
Ooh, the price.
yikes.
The
you know,
price.
DOA.
Just to be one of those like they did last time with the PS3.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Hell no.
All right, but if they're keeping
They
the price
remember
out-
how that shit turned out.
Yo, but if they're keeping the price out, but then again, Microsoft pushed the limit to make their console what, $500, right?
Which one?
And you see
Well,
how
actually,
it's
both of them was,
and you
but,
see,
yeah.
you see how
The
it's
Xbox,
sold, too.
see, the Xbox One X is what? What is it in the States?
It was
$499?
Yo, $4.99.
$4.99.
$4.99.
when it launched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what makes what makes you think that PlayStation won't make the PS5?
They saw. I mean, if they retarded, they'll do that. But they saw the crowd reaction. Like they know the sweet spot is $3.99. Anything over that you playing with, you playing with fire, dog. So they definitely not gonna do $5.99. They remember that too. Giant enemy crab. That shit a meme now. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna do that either.
Yeah.
It might be 500. It might be 500 if it's strong, like real, strong. It might be the 500. I don't.
Nah, they're not gonna do that, especially if they're in the of still doing those mid-gen refreshes. Like, if anything, you save that $4.99 price for one of those. But when you first coming out the gate,
that's
you
true.
want to come with that $3.99 price. That shit just works.
That's a sweet spot, though.
That's crazy, yo. So you think 2 years later they're gonna announce a PS5 Pro?
What'd you say? You cut out for me.
You think they're gonna announce a PS5 Pro in like 2
I'm
years
with
later?
I would say 3 years after.
3 years after. Okay.
Yeah, it'll come.
Well, they always bring out a alternate version 3 years after.
Yeah, but this this generation was a little bit different, Jack, because we actually got upgrades, right?
Yeah, it was strong.
Yeah, usually we get like iterations of like maybe smaller designs, make it smaller, more efficient, quieter. But this generation, I think
stronger systems gonna be. I think it's gonna be the wave of the future, though, man.
Yeah,
now that's something I think changing. Yeah, like the iterative concept. I think they're gonna start doing that.
Oh, another one. Allergies.
It worked out well.
Real bad.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for the show today. I think that's all I really wanted to discuss.
Nice.
You know what I mean? We got everybody's thoughts. I learned a 1-2 ting. See where y'all mindset is at. You know what I mean?
1-2 ting.
A 1-2 ting. You know what I mean?
I like.
Don't mess with the PlayStation exclusives, dog. That's what you like, dog.
Yeah.
Don't touch those.
Life.
Don't touch those.
Jack.
I almost forgot.
The funny thing is, me and Jack moved Johnny on the higher echelon. We're on the higher echelon. You know what I mean? We got the fancy.
Oh, you got the fire. Oh,
we got
my
the,
controller.
We got the
y'all ponying up right now.
We're on the higher.
I remember
echelon.
that controller.
We're on the higher.
Kofi, you high stepping right now. What's going on, baby?
Giddy up, Dad. Giddy up. I'm on the higher echelon, y'all. You know about that 500. Pony up, man. 500 million.
I got the gold, John. I got the gold.
Alice, can you pony up right now? Can you pony up with them?
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Yeah, people in the chat saying you got the controller, but I got the console, man. You know what I mean?
There we go. There we go.
You know what I mean?
United we stand, everybody. United we stand. Here
We all.
It's the unity I need right here, okay? Beautiful.
Ridiculous.
Anyways, yeah, I hope
what's funny is I haven't turned this fucking thing on since like September. I only to play Monopoly. So
don't ruin the mood, Alex. Don't ruin the mood.
Yeah, you ruining it, Alex.
Don't ruin the mood.
We ponying up, man. We ponying up, man. We getting it up. Let's go.
Not gonna make me pull out my VR headset.
If it's there, Jamie, you remember?
It is, but that shit got too many wires. I ain't trying to choke my.
Yeah, you fuck around.
A couple things. Couple things that people wanted to know. Okay, Jack Boodle wanted to know why you hate Xbox. That might be a long answer. And then they also want to know our DMC impression. So.
Why do I hate Xbox? I was gonna get an Xbox originally. I really liked the games they was putting out. It was like around 08, 09. I seen some shit they was doing. Like when I heard all they apps was behind paywalls, I'm just like, what? I really wasn't fucking with that. And ever since then, man, then that game started looking crazy. I was done. That's pretty much why I hate Xbox.
You see, like I don't know, man.
Right, there you go.
Man, I just never been that person, bro. I have had to have all the best games, bro.
I had the when I first played on 360, bro. I'm like, I'm finna buy this, bro. I was playing Fight Night Round 3. I'm like, bro, this shit is amazing. Then I seen Gears of War. I'm like, bro, if I don't play this, I know something. Then I just never got it.
Fight Night Round 3 was my shit.
That game's fire, bro.
What's stopping you, dog? What's stopping you from experiencing some of these games?
It's never gonna happen now. It's never gonna happen.
I like to.
What?
Now it's never.
Why though?
I missed the train.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. It's not.
This is what's crazy.
These games are available for you to play right now, man.
No, but this is what's crazy. If I would have bought the 360 right when I was playing it, I would have been an Xbox. Like I would have been an Xbox and a PlayStation dude and a Nintendo dude. I was playing.
Yeah, I can't relate, bro. I just can't miss. I can't miss good games, bro.
But
anything that's good, I can't relate, bro.
He might have missed the train though, like the real wave. Remember
that's
when
what I'm saying.
Xbox,
I missed all that. I missed it.
Like
you missed when Xbox
2008,
was
2009.
yeah, when it was popping. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
If I would have got it back then, I would have really been fucking with it. I know I will. I'm pretty sure of it.
I'd like to see you play Gears though, Jack.
You know what's crazy? My nephew is an
play some
Xbox.
Gears.
Ain't that crazy?
And I would love to see
nephew
Jack
loves
play Gears
Xbox and
too,
my
man.
niece love Nintendo. How that work?
You raised them wrong, Jack. God damn.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
You wasn't a positive influence on their
This
life.
shit crazy. I say I'm so disappointed in y'all every time I see y'all. Get out of my house.
You missed the Coltrane. Facts.
All right, yeah,
Also-
we gonna wrap up. Well, finish up, Erica.
No. It's just they wanted to know our DMC questions. I don't know if we could just close out with that.
Yeah, fucking with
I'm enjoying the game so far. Defense in that game, you know, it's a little tricky. It takes time getting used to the control scheme. I'm enjoying the playthrough. The boss fights so far that I've done are pretty interesting and pretty cool designed. You know what I mean? I'm having a good time. Yeah, okay. No, I have to address something.
Oh, here we go.
What?
I have to address something, man. Yo,
shots.
What's this new trend? I don't know if this is new, but it's new for me. What's this new trend of you playing a game for the very first time and dudes, like you streaming and dudes expecting you to be like God tier off like the first hour or 30 minutes?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
just
that's
backseat game. That's
backseat gamers. Yeah.
That's not new.
Like, what's up with that?
That's the one thing I'm kind of dreading when I play Sekiro. It's gonna be the first day, and people gonna act like, Erica, you're playing wrong.
And there's no co-op, so you can't have a friend help you.
Yeah,
You dread that
Stop
too.
it. We
You
already
agree
know.
with it too.
Stop it. I'm thinking about what I'm saying. Yeah, it can be very annoying. So I'm
Like
looking
I
forward
started,
to it.
I started Dark Souls, and I posted up like I'm gonna post up every boss that I beat, like at least a snip of it.
Oh, damn.
You hear me? Mic check.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so
You was playing Dark Souls?
Yeah, I started Dark Souls, right? And I'm gonna like post every boss that I beat on Twitter. And the very first boss that I posted on Twitter, that I'm getting a whole bunch of like comments saying like, "Oh, you rolling this and all of this crazy shit, and you trash, or you playing it wrong." I'm like, "Yo, bro, I just started the game.
Not that you're
Let
playing
me
it wrong,
learn. Obviously, I just started the game. I'm gonna learn shit. I'm gonna play the game right eventually, but I don't understand, yo. I do not understand, yo.
It's because there are people that like to min max, right? And they feel like if you're not playing a certain and people were like, Alex, why did you take 9 hours to play campaign of Resident Evil?
Oh, yeah,
because I fucking love Resident Evil, and I wanted to make sure I every fucking thing in the goddamn game instead of trying to rush through it and speed run it. I'm not here to speed run for you, motherfucker. I'm here to play the game for me.
People are
you didn't
very
buy it for me. I'm gonna play the game the way I want to play it.
very fucking critical.
So if you don't like it, catch a block and get out.
Yeah, man. Y'all need to chill out. Look, I'll tell you this one thing. Look, listen. I'm just like y'all, man. I don't really proclaim too much, like, you know, besides talking shit with y'all, like to be like the greatest gamer. I'm not look, if I was so amazing, I'll be playing MLG, I'll be doing all sorts of, I'll be trying to make money if I was that amazing, you know what I mean? Like, I have to learn like everybody else. Sometimes when you pick up a game you just start in, it's rough for the first little bit, and then you learn a game. It's just natural, but it seems like, yo, when it's kind of hard sometimes playing a new game or a game that you're not super familiar with, because then you get a whole bunch of people talking shit to you, bro, and you just started the game, bro. Like, you at least give me some time with the game, yo.
When I was streaming Give Me God of War, like, you know, it's the hardest difficulty. You die in like 2 hits. So, you know, you die 1 or 2 times. Just go and change the difficulty, Jack, movie. Let me
learn the game, bro.
Yeah, man.
Change the difficulty, fam.
I couldn't solve a puzzle on Resident Evil the other day. I'm like, damn, what I gotta do? Somebody like, change the difficulty. I'm like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with the puzzle. Stop this. Y'all just be talking, man.
Yo, this would be crazy, yo. Like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's just how it goes when you stream anything or show any kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
I have neophytes where I've beaten bosses the first try, and people are in the comment section saying I did it wrong, or I suck at the game, or I didn't use my whatever ability. Like, dude, I beat it the first try. Like, what do you want? You know, it's just how it is. You're never good enough.
That joint crazy.
All right. So let's do outros. Erica, you want to start it off?
Yeah, it was a good long podcast. Sheesh, I just saw the time. Like, damn.
2.5. Jeez.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying DMC5 as well. I'm not done with it, but I am enjoying it. Yeah, Erica's for the win everywhere. You guys can find me, and I will see you next time.
Alex.
So this weekend begins new Stream the Series, and by your vote, it will be God of War. So tomorrow
Yes, that was my vote.
We in there, baby.
Tomorrow begins God of War 1, all the way through every single God of War game up to God of War PS4, which will be the last game. So Twitch tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern. We'll start with God of War 1. So
I'm gonna
show
be
up
in
there.
Stream. Oh, I gotta play. Ugh. Yeah, I might be in that stream.
Yeah, I've been I've been feeling like to play like the old God of Wars again, yo. Like I want to play those games.
We're doing the whole series, and then I think after that, since everybody voted after that, will be Devil May Cry.
Ooh,
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, good
Right
luck with
after.
that camera. Ooh, good luck.
So God of War 1, then Devil May
Them
Cry.
shits is ass.
Hey guys, make sure y'all hit that like button, yo. Y'all been doing great lately. I can't even lie, man. Please continue to hit the like button like y'all been hitting that like button, man. We appreciate every single one of y'all. Shout out to Daniel for winning the PSVR. I'm gonna contact you. If I don't hear from your ass, I'm gonna do the draw again.
That was Brandon.
Oh,
Brandon.
what is it? What did I say?
You said Daniel.
Daniel?
I
Oh
think.
shit.
Oh yeah, you did say Daniel.
Did I say Daniel? It's Brandon. It's someone in
Brandon.
Daniel.
Kofi.
Someone in the chat. Daniel's like, oh, that's me.
I got big as
That's me.
shit.
He's like, oh, that's me. But yeah, hit that like button. And yeah, we appreciate the support. Jamie.
Oh, good show today. We appreciate y'all coming through, showing love. Make sure y'all share out the stream. Let everybody know what we doing over here. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next week.
And Jack Move Johnny, man.
Oh man, it was a lit podcast this week, man. Very lit, very passionate about certain topics. Eventually we gonna find out who right, me or Kofi, or who was more correct or in their way of thinking. But very good topics. Make sure y'all check me out. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Jack Move Johnny. Make sure y'all check out that Press Start Patreon, man. That's it. Appreciate y'all.
Are we gonna be here in 10 years, yo? To even like revisit this,
I
this type of
don't know,
conversation?
dog.
I don't even know. Yeah, guys.
We're gonna be
yo.
old as fuck on
Yeah.
shit.
Yo, Press Start Maz, yeah. I don't know. Yo, have to show some crazy ass support if you want us
Alex,
to be here
we're
for
gonna
10
be
years, yo.
old.
You know how old
we gonna
Maz
be in
will
the studio
be?
then.
Jesus.
37?
We gonna have a studio by then, though. We gonna be like,
Yo,
kind of
alright.
Yo,
like
for,
that.
we gonna be like kind of funny, you know.
yo, low
I'll be
key.
a
for
manager
us-
by then. Be a
Facts.
manager.
Yo, for us to be like here for like 10 years, yeah, we gotta blow, dog. Yeah, we gotta blow.
Yeah, that shit gotta be
Facts.
popping, dog.
Yeah,
we
we
can't
ain't
still be
blowing,
in
yo.
this- We can't still be in the Discord.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's facts. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Yeah, I'm letting you know I ain't doing that.
We'll get a legit TriCaster. Oh my god. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, we need the
The
support,
chat
man.
is
So
so
share the podcast.
disrespectful.
What they say?
Oh.
They say.
Said I'm gonna be in a nursing home by then.
Oh,
That I'll be dead. Salazar said me and Alex will be dead. Wow.
Fucked up. That's fucked up.
Shit, if they
I'm
did, I'll probably
done.
be dead too. Then shit. I ain't too far behind, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
my
that's
son will
crazy.
have his own YouTube.
see, that's
channel.
crazy. That's crazy to think
Oh
about.
yeah,
like,
Dean gonna be on the podcast by
I don't
then.
even know, like 10 years.
Low key.
What am I gonna be? Yo, you know how old I'm gonna be? 35 in 10 years. I hope I'm
It's
so.
gonna fly by.
And
I
the
saw-
podcast.
It's gonna fly by, bro. You gonna be? It's gonna be like, damn,
Erica's gonna be like 40, right?
Or
I'm
you
gonna
be
be
50.
More.
in 10 years, I'm gonna be 40.
I'm
Jesus.
40.
Oh man. I don't even
And
know.
the
Yo,
podcast.
Scared to
I'm
turn
depressed.
30, fam.
yo, will I even like gaming by that time? Yo.
Oh,
I don't know. Shit.
I
Will we
will.
like
I
another
will.
10 years? Who the fuck knows?
Yo, what
Unless
I-
it's
what
on
I even
mobile,
like
like
gaming?
Alex say.
This joint gonna be
Holy
crazy.
It's
We
all
might be
the
androids by
podcast.
then. Who knows?
if
Alex,
Trump don't,
did you outro?
if Trump don't kill us all, yo. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Alex did outro. Yeah, everyone did
Oh
outro.
man.
I thought we missed you. My bad.
Yeah.
No, good.
Oh man.
All right, guys, we
Kofi,
out of
way
here.
to
Hope
depress
everybody.
us all, fam.
I hope everybody has a
No, I'm
great
sad.
night. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, Eric is sad now.
I'll see you. We'll see you guys next week. All right, take it easy, people.
Y'all think Game of Life Matter head shaped like a Goomba, or I'm tripping?
Oh, what you say?
Like a what?
Like a Goomba? Like y'all don't think his head shaped like a Goomba?
Oh shit! Oh! Before we leave. Oh, before you
Oh,
leave,
I'm
yo,
tripping.
we did get some super chats. I gotta read, yo. A1 Knowledge says,
Oh,
who
we're gonna
wants-
get out of here.
Actually, no, wait, hold on. Sorry, I think it's only two more. Wait. Where is it?
I'm looking at this shit right now.
Tony Wood 25 says, actually, Alex, it's 4:30 a.m. where I'm at right now. U.S. Army. Sacrifice for your crazy talk. My last super chat for your crew, Kofi. Y'all need to spell your shit correctly, bro. Y'all making me say I can't read. I'm straight
thank
on
you for
Alex.
your service, number one. Number two,
just games, bro.
Sanity.
So shout out to Tony Wood, man. We appreciate all the support you've been giving us, man. Shout out to Tony Wood.
Real quick, somebody in the chat said Goomba lives matter. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Please stop this, man. Stop this.
Man's be writing all sorts of super chats and all sorts of slang, yo, then be like, oh, Kofi can't read, bro. Man's using @ symbols and all sorts of symbols. Okay, Frogs, yo, shout out to Frogs. It says PS5 will be big if it's fully 1, 2, 3, and 4 BC at launch. That would be pretty huge.
Oh yeah, that's a big selling point right there.
I think that'd be a huge selling point if you could play every single PlayStation game. That would be a good catchphrase for them.
Maybe you could play the disc. Oh my god.
Yeah, PS1, PS2. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Alton says, "Damn, Erica, you that old?" She is that old. She is that old.
And the podcast. I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep.
All right, guys, we out of here. Take it easy, people.
Good night.
We might say game.
Bye, guys.